close to being on the mark on something, and I can't reveal exactly what.
But like, I just don't think that entropy.
Look, there's no applicable single word. No. No. You're mad that I chose the word entropy. We're getting back to this.
I know you won't do use a picture.
I think that is my headcanon though, that it's not actually entropy, it's just like angsty teen energy.
No, so to put it in more than one word, whereas entropy, how would you describe entropy?
Entropy is like a ball rolling down a slope. It is just a natural phenomenon where things have a more stable state and molecules rearrange themselves to try to achieve said stable state.
Right.
Oftentimes, that stable state is a more simple configuration of molecules, but it can end up in a more complex configuration if it is a more complex structure, like a salt, or promoted by some.
Right. But, so like, what's the equation I'm thinking of?
Negative delta G is equal to delta H minus G delta S.
No.
So that's the Gibbs free energy.
Well, that's a Gibbs free energy, yeah. But I'm thinking of,
Is it the energy balance that includes entropy in terms of,
sigma, yeah.
sigma? Yeah.
So how would you describe that sigma?
It's just a measure of how, like, the system is rearranging itself as heat and pressure are applied to the system. Like,
Okay. So I guess entropy isn't really an applicable term in any instance.
Nope. Thank you.
But
Thank you, Matthew.
I still think it's funnier to
It
continue
took
to
me
use.
3 weeks.
I still think it's funnier to use that as that word because, haha.
Like, most people assume it's just like, and it kind of is the state of disorder and the tendency to head towards disorder.
You would not like Monica Magica. Holy shit.
And it's like, you know, yes, the universe is heading towards this heat.
What?
I think it deals with it.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would not like Monica Magica.
No, but like the universe does head towards this like state of further entropy, but people theorize that is just that after the heat death of the universe or whatever, everything will recombine.
That's a closed universe theory, and that is that's one perspective.
It is one perspective.
It's not a guaranteed one though.
It's not, but you know, it's the perspective I like to think. But
It's very optimistic.
it is optimistic. But like that, to me though, the eventual heat of the universe, I don't perceive that as the end of things, because I perceive that as the potential start for a new universe with the closed universe theory. Which, who fucking knows? It's probably just the heat death of the universe, but like, in my opinion though, the entropy there is not. It's like a ball rolling down. It's not necessarily a negative or a positive thing. It's just nature. Nature.
Right. So like to give you perspective on my world building, entropy, as you're familiar with it, exists. It exists. Just by nature of crystalline structures, just by the nature of things existing, and magic. Think of like the laws of thermodynamics and energy and whatever. There's an additional term that you could add to all those, and that's just magical energy. Yeah, there's an additional term. The problem is,
normally in this universe, the magical bullshit cancels out the negative effects of entropy.
Exactly.
And the entropy is getting too strong. I would argue, though, that if you have 2 distinct forms of entropy, and that's normal entropy that gets canceled out by magical bullshit, and evil entropy that's getting promoted by this phylactery nonsense, then you should use a different word for the evil entropy.
I don't have a different word for it. So
Lark, like the Zatonium, like who cares? But that is what was not communicated clearly was the difference between these two.
Yeah. So yeah, it really is at the end of the day, magic makes up for your traditional entropy.
That makes sense. You know, in the moment though.
In the moment though, it's really funny.
In the moment though, that was not communicated like that. And in the moment though, what I heard was, oh haha, entropy is a thing, so I will blow up the planet. And I still think blowing up the planet is a terrible industry strategy.
No, not blowing up the planet. Erasing the
destroying
plane.
it, yeah. Some scrolls, you could just keep using modified memory scrolls until the entire generation. Which
Not how that works. Modified memory has a hard cap limit of 1 year, I believe. And also, even if he could, it's like 6 seconds of time. You can't erase an ideal. It's a specific moment in time.
Yeah, but if you erase every single instance that a person has heard the word entropy.
Here's the problem.
Across an entire
That's a lot of fucking magic.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fucking magic to blow up part of the plane too.
Less so than you think.
I'm just saying, like, he could have figured out some big magic that would just be like.
Here's the thing. I like the use of the big magic there, the MOTW use there. But here's the thing. Adam and I have done calculations in the past as to how much magic it would take to blow up a plane. It's not as much as you think.
Okay, fair. Just like there were ways, you know, there probably could have been some sort of spell that banned the word entropy, and he could have just waited out for an entire generation to die, and then the next generation would have to like it.
The gods would need to get involved for something like that. You guys have seen something like that occurring with Anno and Piedmont.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he could have done.
He is not a god.
He is not a god.
Well, why not?
But if he explained the necessity of it to a god to keep the plane stable, given how vast the pantheon is, probably someone would have listened. And the fact that he didn't try that.
Blocked off from all other planes of existence.
Fair. So, has Lokar not communicated? I guess not. So he can't just go to a cleric and be like, yo, ask your boss. This is okay.
No, because he killed
A lich going up to a cleric.
There are clerics
Crin.
and gods that aren't necessarily.
There's Oathbreaker.
My
clerics,
point
smiley
being,
face.
there's a precedent there
Fair,
that's hard
fair,
to
fair.
overcome. You guys are a bit of an exception, but just going up to any run-of-the-mill cleric isn't just going to inherently work for either. Warlocks aren't necessarily associated with God. Typically, they're associated with primordial beings. Zill's case is a very unique one. More often than not, it's not a god, it's a primordial being. So, like Cthulhu. Cthulhu is not a god. He is an eldritch being.
It's like, the more you explain it, the more sense it makes.
It's just like
I did put thought into this, I promise.
I'm picturing Tiamat like a seagull on the beach just stealing some children's sandwich.
So, while we're waiting on Ethan, I'd love to do something.
Steal Dominic like a sandwich?
No, I wanna judge Dominic's role playing ability.
Video was sponsored by
I do want you to know that in character, Lily is going to make an effort once she figures out that there's 2 entropies here to rename it.
Okay, fair enough.
Because
No,
it's
that-
confusing.
That's definitely something you
I'll
can
do
do.
my best to
Okay,
make it
Dominic, ready?
Out of character.
If you wanted to play D&D, but it all seemed a little...
We are watching Blaine Simple's new video. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it.
D&D
Are you a bad player?
red flags. I know this has nothing to do with that dating card game. In this video, no, might be. You'll be asked a series of questions, with each one having a certain amount of red flag points associated with it. Whenever you agree with one, add those points to your total. Later on, we'll go through some green flags. There are some particularly angelic traits you might possess that can lower your score if you agree with them. So
Yeah.
even if you may have a ton of points racked up, there may still be some bonus. If you want an honest point count, I'd suggest
Also, if you guys
want
wanna do it for me as well,
so you
feel
can score
free.
each other, but I can't promise you'll be friends afterwards. Feel free to place your score in the comment section below so we all marvel at how concerning my community's test results are. Quick
pull
disclaimer,
up a
this
number of
quiz assumes
fingers
you're
to
playing
give you a
with a
number
highly
of
founded
points. That
stereotypical
is
group of
worth
D&D
it.
nerds, meaning the end results could be
What? You're
completely
counting.
meaningless.
So each time you agree
Your
with one,
specific group and
you
what
add a
social norms
point.
are. But before we begin, this
one
video
you
is sponsored by
disagree.
Factor. Imagine
Each
Hello
one you
Fresh, but
disagree,
the food is
you add
already
nothing.
prepared and ready to eat the moment it winds up at your door, cutting out the prep and ensuring a quality food experience every time.
Yeah,
Delicious,
yeah.
delicious, cater a wide range. Just heat up the meal and cook.com and
Hello,
let's
Brett.
get applying your group ahead of time.
Okay, hang on. Here we go.
Hope you'll enjoy. You've shown up late.
What?
So he's gonna say a thing.
Yeah.
Sponsoring the
So,
video, and let's get right back
You
to
say
Sandy
yes.
Red Flags. Hope you'll enjoy.
Ready?
You've shown up late to sessions without notifying your group ahead of time.
Yeah.
Even though you know the campaign's
What?
Just one.
It's just one. All right.
schedule, you get to sessions without notifying your group ahead of time. Even though you know the campaign schedule, you've yet to set any alarms to remind you when the game started. You talk over other members who began speaking before you. As a DM, you regularly challenge your players with encounters that are polar opposites to what their class features and abilities can deal with. You've read the module your DM
Okay, hang on. This next one. So this next one doesn't
tends to
apply.
run and didn't notify them beforehand.
Because we're not running a module.
You've snuck glances at the DM's campaign notes or other player character sheets to gain an unfair advantage. You can't handle character death, and after losing your PC made it everybody else's problem. You usually resort to killing any NPC that gets in your way. Your PC made it everybody else's advantage. You can't handle character death, and after losing your PC made it everybody else's problem. You usually resort to killing it.
No, he didn't. I don't think so. I don't think he ever hard raged on it.
Everyone else's problem.
That's like above board.
Oh.
Yeah. So like raging.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pilgrim died. That's
And after losing your PC
You
made it everybody
Oh.
Yeah. No. That he's talking above board. Okay.
else's problem.
Okay.
You usually
One
resort
point.
to killing any NPC that gets in your way or has something you want.
Yes. Absolutely yes.
Nobody was in my
The
way.
bird cage.
You
Give him the
were
point.
scaring me.
Give him the point.
A bunch
We
of
don't
your
talk
characters
about that.
Yeah, Bob.
resort to killing any NPC that gets in your way or has something you want. A bunch of your characters are just slightly altered versions of each other.
Zillhead.
The same character.
That's totally me.
A bunch of your characters are just slightly altered versions of each other. You made a character or a campaign that appeals to your sexual fantasies or kinks without getting the AOK from your group beforehand.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Blue.
War of Dragons. I mean,
I'm just
come
gonna
on.
assume you were pointing at Matthew.
So, yeah, Matthew adds red flag points, right?
Also shares your interest who also can't speak.
I didn't catch that, but okay.
Look, that was great until the end.
What was it?
Having a loving, supportive relationship. Yeah.
What was it?
Let's
It
go
was,
with Pants.
wasn't Iphigenia, like there was some Greek story where the sculptor carved his ideal woman out of marble. He
Right.
was so attached to it, he begged Aphrodite to make her a real person, and the second she could talk, he became a little uninterested.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to talk about the body pillow, Matthew, or?
So, for reference, the whole reason Blue's mute was out of respect. Was out of respect for that original DM. Blue was not originally mute. He was and he didn't stay mute, but that was because of God bullshit, which didn't happen here. So out of respect for the other DM, I kept him mute in this setting.
It's honestly nice though to have representation of differently abled people.
Right.
It's really
And Blue's relationship with Andromeda is like honestly one of my favorite relationships I've ever developed as a character dynamic. Also, they're two nerds that don't know how to be romantic, and that's funny to me. Fair enough. I don't think that really counts, but all right.
So you're telling me that you do not want to end up with a loving, supporting partner who shares your interests and is nerdily and dorkily also awkward.
I mean, doesn't everyone?
Not necessarily. Demisexual squad.
That one's so hot.
Yeah.
But like
There you go.
But not everyone wants that. Like asexuals exist.
Yes.
Romantics, my bad. But like, you know.
Okay, but I don't think that counts as ERP in.
Though I didn't like write a boyfriend into my characters.
So I wrote him as part of my backstory for Andromeda. He wasn't meant to come into play ever. He just became heavily involved.
You know, it's okay, Matthew. I like really tall, nerdy guys. I want a really tall, nerdy guy to like comfort me.
Why am I being targeted for NPCs that I brought in from another campaign?
We're teasing you and it's funny.
Yeah, it's
Checking
funny.
the
Okay.
from your group beforehand. You demand your party fills every important class role, such as a healer, tank, AoE, spellcaster, and skill monkey, even if some players might not be fond of it. You want this campaign to go exactly like Critical Role, even if nobody else does. Everyone bring...
I mean, the streaming, I guess, but not really.
So I do it because I like the VODs. I don't really care if anyone watches. It's nice when people do because I love sharing my love for D&D, but beyond that.
You know what? I care.
You want this campaign to be exactly like
It's 2 points, actually.
Okay.
Critical Role, even if nobody else does. Everyone brings snacks to the game, while you not only bring nothing, but eat everyone else's food in the meantime. You could easily bring something, you just choose not to.
I bring snacks.
You'd sometimes bring snacks, yes.
I bring snacks.
I have brought snacks in the past.
I bought you those Doritos.
Yes, you... The one time you ate all of mine. Put down 2 points.
I brought the cake I made one time.
True. Yeah, no, I think we're all good for this one.
I remember that cake actually. It was a
I think we're all good for this one.
Nobody's allowed to touch it.
It was
Okay, here we go.
cake. It was
Ginger?
Next one is 1
ginger,
point.
maybe?
In the meantime,
It was
you
the
could
first
easily
time I
bring
had
something,
that,
you
like,
just
it
choose
wasn't
not
fair.
to. Nobody's allowed to touch your miniatures at the table. You're never creative with the actions you take during initiative, constraining yourself to your character sheet's features, and never interacting with the world outside of those boundaries.
Noah, absolutely.
No. He doesn't put.
No, I had drug bomb.
He faced the fucking wall once to get out of prison.
That's a character ability.
Yeah, but he used it in a really clever and creative way.
No, absolutely. No, I agree.
I made drug bomb.
He did make drug bomb.
And I once poured out marinara and bulbs. I am kind of the opposite of that. I don't stick to my abilities.
I'd actually argue that's targeting Caitlyn.
He's completely disassociated.
Like, Caitlyn,
I'm just
I
waiting
hate
for
to
the
say
phone.
it.
I'm just waiting for the phone.
You blame or scoff at the DM whenever you fail a task in the game, or an enemy rolls high against your character.
All of you.
I do that.
All of you. Take 2.
I mean, I don't really do it. I'm like, you roll.
You're
What?
not-
That's 2 points.
But I'm
That's
so
2
confused.
points.
What am I being attacked for? What am I doing? What did I do?
Add 2 points. For DM blame.
Your character sheet's features, and never interacting with the world outside of those boundaries. You blame or scoff at the DM whenever you fail a task in game, or an enemy rolls high against your character.
Or when an enemy rolls high against your character.
Blame you.
We just say your dice is bullshit.
You're only interested in role-playing when
Actually, I don't do that anymore. So hit me.
Yeah.
he rolls high
Okay.
against your character. You're only interested in role-playing when an attractive NPC shows up.
Yeah, I'll put 2 points. I will put 2 points down on the previous one, and Lily doesn't count because
No, but far, absolutely.
I was trying to make a lesbian here.
Yeah.
I mean, when I say, oh, I'm at East.
I think that's +5 for the ERP as well.
Alright. I say, like,
Yeah, but I never made it erotic.
yes.
You did. I killed you before you got the chance. I'll kill you before you get the chance.
Yeah, but I thought I was born in Maine.
You haven't
Okay.
And I thought I was born.
Here's a really toxic one that actually is a problem if you guys
properly
do this.
voiced your concerns on the bigger red flags of other members of the campaign, allowing problems to continue festering, all while assuming that you're actually the problem.
I think you guys are good on this one.
Oh, I call you out on your bullshit constantly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I
started today.
You didn't pay attention.
Okay.
I just sit you down and I'm like, hey man.
Okay.
Constantly for you.
Ethan on this next
You
one.
didn't pay attention when the DM explained the theme of the campaign and wound up creating a character that doesn't fit the adventure at all.
Talking about his first 3 characters. Yes.
I did that too.
Yes, you
And then
did.
just fade into the background.
Yeah, so that's 2 points.
Hold up.
I'm
Yeah.
not keeping track because I can't tell what points or how many points are supposed to apply to anything. So
entropy being named chaos because what if sending that child to the plane of chaos actually catalyzed this getting way worse?
No, I'm not.
Ethan's character is
It
the
makes so much sense.
Oh my god.
Like he was the previous avatar of chaos. And he got sent to the plane of
No,
chaos.
shoot.
And that catalyzed this rapid increase in the amount of chaos that was happening.
That's funny. That's funny.
You say funny, but I think it makes a lot of
The
sense.
real final boss of the
It
campaign
could
is
work.
everyone.
It could work coherently. I'm not going to agree or disagree with it.
It should be named chaos rather than entropy.
All right, cool. So,
You've run a shopping session in game that lasted way too long. With players
everyone
How many points?
had a point.
Including yourself. I don't want you to
wait,
know.
what?
I'm the DM. I have to run it.
Something.
I don't count because usually I just go, are there diamonds somewhere?
I'm usually really quick about what I want because I usually prep what I want beforehand.
Yeah, like my
I had Mo. Hold on.
I have like my.
I very rarely do that, and it's usually when if I don't know my class well.
Because of force logistics.
That's shopping. That's different. There's a different point later.
Okay,
I
fine.
use glamour.
This is shopping specifically.
Me buying glamour
Alright,
took
you have
armor
3 points 'cause
took
we
like
dropped
literally
everything.
2.
Fine. But usually, when I'm shopping for something as a player character, I usually have a list in mind of what I want.
Yeah, and
Except
you-
every time I want to go hunt for things, they're not available because it's all random.
War.
So I can't make a list of what I want.
You
When
actually
you
always
roll
can,
what I
because
thought.
if you seek out a specific magic item table, or sorry, if you seek out a certain magic item, basically, if you get high enough roll and it would be on that table, you are guaranteed to find it.
Well, with the fart, you have to
Then my luck sucks because I never find a useful magical part.
which is a lot for our campaign, given we're always on a clock.
You have not been on a clock up until
Fair,
recently.
fair, but like, there's always like the ticking timer of we're still in a war. So
Yes.
take that.
No, absolutely.
Also with fart, I did have a list of items, and I had a list of like 10, and only one of them was available.
Yes, that was just rotten luck.
Well,
War logistics.
do I count for this? Like I bought like 2 magic items.
You're fine. You knew what you want. Anyway.
Dozing off or meddling with their phones during most of the length of the
Oh,
way
yeah.
too long. With players dozing off or meddling with their phones during most of the length of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Your group called a short 5-minute break.
That was one. Yeah. Okay, here we are. So, Ethan.
But you came back to the table half an hour later. It's not that anything important came up, you just found something you thought was more interesting to do. As a player, you've tried to PvP another player character without prior consent from them or the DM.
Without prior
As the
consent,
DM,
you guys are
you've
fucked.
introduced an
Remember the Robo Biscuit incident? Where we had that combat encounter that was basically one guy, the Kenku was running away and trying to tempt me with cookies, and I chased him trying to punch him and steal the cookies?
Yeah. No, yeah. Add 2. That's 2. Okay.
I have a really high score. Lesbian hairs, man.
Okay, here we go.
As a DM, you've introduced an NPC to the party that's either
Hold on.
very Sue or takes way too much of the spotlight away from the other characters. You're always
I don't
ranking up
think I've done that. I think I've done.
Because I argue that he's drunk.
I don't think I've.
Chartreuse.
I don't think I've. I think I've done a good. No, a DMPC would be blue, or sorry, would be specifically Drachmir or silver. Those are the only 2 that would count as a DMPC.
Often portrayed as inexplicably competent across all domains, gifted with unique talents or powers, liked or respected by. Oh, it's a self-insert.
Yeah.
That sounds like Lokar.
Virtuous and or generally lacking meaningful character flaws. You
Lokar
have
is wrong.
you have the opposite. You have Garg, you have Oscar the Grouch, and you're like, look, my new NPC, everybody. And it's
Wait,
the fucking trash
it's
one.
the janitor, dude.
Jeffrey.
No.
He's not.
Drachmir is super overpowered when we got.
Yes, But that was the point.
Only Noah and Kate will remember that.
I'm
No.
sorry, I made him a glass cannon.
Yeah, his point was to be super powerful. I was so proud of how I did this and how it worked out, where Drakmir was meant to be super powerful at the start, then completely peter off. I don't think I did, because I think I did a good job at keeping Drakmir and Silver. Huh?
Ethan's here.
Oh, cool. We'll finish this and then get started.
Mary Sue takes way too much of the spotlight away from the other characters.
Okay.
You're always breaking immersion by getting up to do other things, talking about stuff not related to the campaign at all, or not taking anything seriously. As a DM, you regularly forget to let your players level up, with everyone sometimes going months without any character advancement.
No.
Without mentioning this to
There have been dry spells. It's never because I've forgotten. Okay.
With everyone sometimes going months without any character advancement. Without mentioning this to your party beforehand, more than half the length of every session you host winds up being combat.
No.
You joined the campaign even though you knew you couldn't regularly keep up with the campaign schedule, constantly missing sessions
No,
at
you guys are
work,
all
school, sleep, or other commitments. You run every style of game you can think of using D&D just because you can't be bothered to learn a new system. You're scared of copyright infringements in your D&D game, going
Okay, hang on, let it finish.
out of your way to either draw everything in your campaign by scratch or use Creative Commons artwork, even though nobody cares about what
I
you
do
do
not.
in private game.
I do not.
You've taken transgressions against your character as actual out-of-game threats. Your DM thought that using some homebrew or variant rulings would be fun, but you were having none of it. You have a tendency to hoard items or gold that's normally shared between the party.
Caitlin, add 2 points, Caitlin.
I do share it though. I do share it
You do
secretly.
share it.
No one knows.
No, I know.
Thanks.
You try to steal the spotlight for your character whenever you can, even injecting yourself into situations you have no place in.
Nah, I don't think so.
If it's done, it's always done above board.
Injecting yourself into situations you have no place in.
Okay.
A bunch of your characters and NPCs are just copies of other characters from popular media, which winds up
No, actually.
hurting the party
I think we're
immersion
good.
because they know exactly
What?
They're just coming
Mine are just copies of my player characters from other settings.
who your character is supposed to be and all of their backstory, quirks, and flaws. As usual, you do this when the campaign's already started and with everyone expecting the characters in the campaign to be original. You get offended when the casters in the party don't prioritize you with their support abilities. Many of your characters are edgy loners that refuse to cooperate with the rest of the party and never reveal information about themselves.
Caitlin and Dominic.
Hey, my backstory was covered at the very beginning, and my backstory was finished first. I can't add more backstory if it's already done.
That is not true.
And none of it's gonna make sense if I add it. But I covered everything.
Yeah, you could always retcon more backstory in.
Whereas I can't.
You totally could. Just
Run it by
At
me.
this point, it's a little late to retcon.
It is late, yeah. But just in general. Anyway.
Hey, we can retcon all of Ivor, so why
Okay. Ethan, this one is talking about you next.
Cooperate with the party
Hang on.
and never reveal information about themselves. The way you roleplay makes it
Plus
very
one.
difficult for others to tell if you're talking in character or not.
Sometimes.
Anyway, was what?
Sometimes your above board voice sounds the same as your character's voice.
That's what I was
That's
gonna
also
say.
my problem because my character's voice sounds like mine.
Okay.
The way you roleplay makes it very difficult for others to tell if you're talking in character or not. You're a
Okay.
veteran of an older or
Plus
newer
two.
edition that refuses to believe players of the other editions know what a fun game of D&D looks like.
No, that's none of us.
Huh?
No. Caitlin's
you're
totally on
saying-
board.
I don't know what a
You
I
do,
played
yeah.
third edition, I played fourth edition. No, I have no
Okay,
idea.
I might be guilty of this next one.
You're a DM that constantly brags about how strong their big, bad, powerful monsters are, flexing on the party about how intense the fight begins.
Yeah, I'll take that one.
About things happening in real life bleed into the campaign instead of just calling it off for the week. You don't roleplay at all in this fantasy role-playing game. You run a lot of combats in your
Caitlin. That's a +3. No, I usually don't let my emotions run out of the game.
You don't play at all in this fantasy
What?
Nah.
role-playing game. You run a lot of combats in your campaign that are just wild encounters that slow down the game and have nothing to do with the story.
I did at
You
the
can't
start,
tell
but
me
not
always
anymore.
pointlessly meddle with your phone during sessions. You've been appalled by a player
Yes.
who brought a child character into
That's
the game
+2.
on your phone during sessions. You've been appalled by a player who brought a child character into the game, even if it fits with the story and the player isn't trying to be a creep. You've been appalled by a player who brought a character.
I've never had a problem with that.
Again, I'm having a hard time hearing what he's saying.
Okay.
I'm having a hard time hearing that.
Especially if you guys talk over him, I can't hear.
Okay, here we are.
Appalled by a player who brought a character into the game that's the opposite gender of themselves. You abuse game mechanics and loose rulings to break the balance of the game and give yourself an unfair advantage.
Peter.
You've created unnecessary problems and consequences for players to deal with just because you thought it'd be funny or would provoke a reaction.
Peter.
You constantly
I'll take that one. 2. I'll take that one.
Charcuterie board.
Okay, hang on.
No, you're getting 2 points.
I'll take the 2, but that felt justified.
You constantly mistake homebrew for official materials and get upset at other people who don't do the same. You argue with the DM about rulings and refuse to move on until your game knowledge has been validated. Alright?
The vending issues. I
Yep.
will take that.
Yeah, that's a +3. Okay.
Now with your red flag total calculated, let's destroy your entire score with some blood flags. These are just like red flags, but they're worth
Each of these are
100.
+100.
If you're at fault for any of these, stop it. Get some help. You harassed, stalked, or assaulted someone in your group. You've stolen
So yeah, like these are fucking insane, so you're probably not gonna have any of these, but
from
let's
or
go through
secretly
them.
search through another member's personal belongings. You've threatened other players by saying you'll commit not alive anymore or use mental health issues as leverage to get what you want. You desperately want a player to fall in love with you both in game and in real life, and will go as far as ruining the entire campaign to make it happen. You've killed someone's character.
DM horror or RPG horror stories, everybody.
If one of you guys was secretly yandere me, I think I would literally go drink cyanide.
Because you were upset with something the player did that had nothing to do with the game to make it happen. You've killed someone's character because you were upset with something the player did that had nothing to do with D&D. You being racist or discriminatory all had a part to play in ruining the group dynamic. Just like when families come together for Thanksgiving, you were the first to bring up controversial political statements and began an intense argument around the table about them. Alright, and now that all the weirdos have been properly squashed, let's allow the normal players a chance to redeem themselves. Once
These
again,
next are negatives. These are green flags. Remove points.
you agree with the green flag.
No.
By the amount it's worth. You've been endlessly honing your DM.
This is a -3.
On improv, voice acting, world building, and any other skills you can think of, all to improve the game for your players.
I'll take that. I've always tried to improve. Also, like these are positive things. So like you subtract 3 for you subtract. All
By
right.
the amount it's worth. You've been endlessly honing your DM skills, working on improv, voice acting, world building, and any other skills you can think of, all to improve the game for your players.
I'm constantly working on stuff behind the scenes and buying more stuff to make this worthwhile. Like for God's sake, I bought an entire book for Ethan.
Wait, what?
You've been
Or sorry, yeah, I bought Eberron Rising of the Last War for you. Specifically so I knew exactly how Warforged work.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
It's kind of odd of you.
Yeah, and I bought Descent into Avernus because of the devil deals.
been
Okay,
world
-1.
building, any other skills you can think of, all to improve the game for your players. You've been the dungeon master at least once before.
Ethan, Sarah, me, Noah.
Dominic. Dominic's one shot was
Oh, you've done a one shot?
What?
What?
Okay.
Oh, wait, yeah, Josh as well. Yeah. Yes, it was.
We need to do another.
Okay. So that's a -1 for everyone who's been the DM.
You regularly host D&D games and usually offer to DM for anyone who hasn't been a player in a while.
That's a
As
-3.
a DM, you always
I would say no against
Hey. So I'll take those.
Okay.
Back down to single.
games and usually offer to DM for anyone who hasn't been a player in a while. As a DM, you always listen to the input of your players and try to make reasonable changes based on their requests.
-3.
You cater.
What?
Mending.
I have made. That's not a reasonable request.
I'm not giving you this one. It's not a piece of paper, man. And you only have 1 point left anyway, so I'm sure it'll go in.
You can go negative.
Mending.
I have made sacrifices for you guys.
I thought for sure.
I've made sacrifices for you guys.
And try to make
That's a -3.
reasonable changes based on their requests. You cater your party with food and never expect anyone to have to bring their own. If a session is being hosted at your house, you always tidy up the place before guests arrive.
Give that one to Noah. Absolutely. That's a -1.
Oh, -1. It's rigged.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Give him a -2 for that one. Okay.
If a session is being hosted at your house, you always tidy up the place before guests arrive. You've sent crucial informational sheets to campaign members with everything they'll need to know before joining the campaign.
Yes, you've done that. Yeah, with Monster of the Week.
Oh, you did. Oh, yeah, I have my little, like,
Yeah,
like,
give
and I
yourself-
know how to play.
Yeah, give yourself -2. Give me -2 for the one shot.
Oh wait, does the heist one shot count? With
Absolutely.
Also me.
Yeah.
Because my one shot, I
So yes.
told you guys. Even though Matthew completely ignored what the premise of this campaign was.
I'll take that L.
I mean, seriously. I told you all it was going to be weeks in advance that it was going to be combat. Just combat. And you made a political character.
I like RP, okay?
It's better than the horse.
I'm fine with that. I'm just still frustrated that we spent like half an hour arguing whether or not killing goblins is morally right when you were hired to come in and kill goblins.
I love how I was supposed to be the edgy character. I just turned into Dark.
Cool. Anyway, so yeah, -2 to anyone applicable. Continuing.
Just to make sure everyone's on the same page. You always design your campaigns with your players and their stories as the central focus.
I try to.
How many points was
-2.
Well,
Everyone has
two off, too.
Yeah.
Does no.
No, with your Monster of the Week, I'd argue you get -2 as well.
The heist one shot when giving everyone secret.
You made the death of another character into a seriously emotional and character-evolving experience.
-1.
For what? Character death?
Impactful
You made the
character
death of
death.
another character into a
I'm back
serious...
at 0.
Hang on, not necessarily you.
What? How many cool?
Listen.
Players and their stories
Listen.
as the central focus. You made the death of another character into a seriously emotional and character-evolving experience. You've bought...
Does me plowing a city count? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, next one is Sarah, me, and Noah, at least. I think everyone gets a -1 for this one because you guys all contributed to Sarah's.
Another character into a seriously emotional and character-evolving
So
experience.
-1.
You've bought a gift for another member of your group.
Yeah.
I never bought it.
Yeah, you made
I've
You
done it.
made something that counts.
Wait. In game or out of game? Out of game.
Out of game. We're talking like out of game gifts. So like we bought dice for Sarah. Sarah made dice trays for Noah and I.
And I'm working on everyone else. I just have so many fucking dice for it.
Cool.
Jesus.
Anyway.
Everyone, not me.
You bring up any potential issues or concerns. You've bought a gift
Okay, here we are.
for
-2.
another member of your group. You bring up any potential issues or constructive criticism to other members to ensure the game stays fun for everyone.
Yeah,
I caught that. How many points?
-2.
Okay. I'm very vocal about my opinion.
Yeah.
Whether you like it.
Right, and now to label you
Okay.
based on the points you've accumulated. Dava, you're one of the greatest
-10 points or less. Anyone?
Well, I wasn't there for the beginning of this, so I have no clue where you
Keeping track.
Damn. Really? Okay.
I'm at 0.
Okay.
Straight up.
Any players to ever exist. That or whatever terrible things you've done just weren't covered by the red flags
Alright.
before. Regardless, no group can go wrong having you in the campaign.
This is my 10 points off.
Everyone
0 points or less.
has their quirks, and while sometimes you can be annoying, you do an equal amount of good that balances it out.
Okay. So who's 0 points or less?
That's you, Matthew.
Okay. Who's 15 points or less?
I'm at 4.
Okay.
Your own greed and
Goblin.
self-interest takes precedence over anything else. If you're not being catered to constantly, nobody else can be. Chromatic.
30 points or 30 points or less. Who qualifies?
Got over 15.
30 points or less? Wait, what did you get? You got 0? Ah.
Straight up.
Dominic, what did you get?
Neutral good.
8? Okay, cool. We'll just listen to the rest of these then.
Dragon. The longer the campaign goes on, the more every other player gets uncomfortable. Outbursts from you put everyone on edge and get more common until your group just disbands one day. Imp. You're a troublemaker by every
45 points or less.
until your group jumped the game, everyone knew it wasn't going to last. Most groups are in disband, and the only games you can stay a player in are ones hosted by inexperienced DMs that think that they're the problem. Arc Devil. Yeah, you're just a
95.
menace both in and out of the game. This stems farther than just being a bad tabletop role player, but a concerning human being as well. You don't get along with many of the newer members of the community, and can only stick around in games filled with people who've amassed an equal number of points. And finally, Asmodeus. Wow, you kept watching this video even after getting a blood flag? Well, all I can hope for is that you don't interact with the D&D community until you get your problems worked out for everybody else's sake. Don't forget to leave your point cap.
So that was kind of cool.
Fine, that's got 100.
Yeah. So that was kind of fun.
Now I have to look up like yonder.
No,
Don't look up the
You don't
simulator.
need to. You don't need to.
They believe now.
Yes. But if you do look it up, you might as well look up what tsundere means too.
Yes! Do we want to fucking skip the session and do fucking personality shit?
Dairy takes meat.
Oh no!
This is how we've been so far. You got a little smudge with it.
Oh fuck. So Dominic, what time is the dry run on Friday?
But did you get enough volunteers for a lot of students?
I need to know what time.
Did we I mean, you probably had like at least 5.
Yeah!
I mean, you're not running an activity.
I forget, am I running an activity or am I running a group? I'm running a group.
Our club is only like 40. So
Yeah. No, I figured, I think I'm running a group, and I thought that made sense because, like, I like interacting with, look, I have experience interacting with children. Oh, is that why? I could have just linked you to AC Autism.
No, we still do. We had to go through and look at everybody on the international and
Right, but like, I was actually put through a background check like years ago because of that.
oh, this years ago.
Nothing has changed.
They did a background check on me. Or perhaps the strongest liver known in the world.
So yeah,
Wanted to be-
I have experience working with children.
Me at 6 a.m. when my eyes are getting heavy and I can't walk in a straight line. I didn't hear no fucking bell. I still find it funny that Fender refers to like his
Stop.
Could you
he's
say
shaking
that about that?
popcorn being a nuisance, right?
Sorry.
Like, I still find it hilarious that Fender referred to like his mom refers to children not being able to get like seriously hurt counts. And he said that's what Noah does with drinking. He can't seriously hurt himself drinking because he's like that child. He just bounces.
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
This one, dude. It's gonna say it's more Red Bull and vodka.
Okay. So,
Tonight.
finally getting into the session proper.
You're gonna go
If we
for
all
a second.
we all just want to like fight the king instead of giving him the
You're probably gonna have to like core first against that world with people.
Yeah, but Lily's just gonna like force feed you a cookie, smack you on the head with some toast, and tell you to get your shit together. Then it'll fix itself. Right? There it is.
We can just tell you that we're giving you the like.
Lily's just gonna shoot you with a nerf gun and be like, "Chill fuck out, man."
So,
I mean, he verbally threatened my family, so
when was that?
how is this going to work for Core?
Hmm.
Or is it Avatar Venture Beach? Because he's a hunter.
So, I forget. Ebor teleported away, but did you guys stay in the lab, or are you guys back in Drum?
We're not back to drum, but we never really finished that conversation with Ebor. It was really frustrating. He was just kind of like, "Oh, think about it," and then kind of did.
Yep.
So that was the thing. Hey, half of it is done.
Look, I have a history of old NPCs being absolute dicks. Maybe I'm projecting a bit here.
Projecting what? Like, he's not being a dick, so he's a clown.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You
being a
Yeah.
a lord of the creed.
That's why, honestly, the Lily moment was so cathartic for me, because I was just like, "Look, you dumbass, eat this cookie. I want you to sit me down right now and eat this cookie, because I cannot process what you are saying right now."
I'm still shook by the number, like the list of things that have been disintegrated includes cookie now because of that.
Yep.
It's like cold grown, low carb, cookie.
Cookie.
Anyway, back to
My
the
will to live.
Should we do a recap? It's been so long.
So, roughly a year ago,
It's probably last time.
Good comment.
a group of adventurers found their way through various means into the Scarlands. With no real direction on where to go, they decided to book up into an inn at what was it called?
So you get the whole explains the entropy.
At Riverwood.
My favorite starting point.
The group at this time consisted of Colgrim, a cleric, Caitlin, a ranger.
Caitlin, the actual human being.
Damn it! Helena, a ranger.
Who dat? I mean, everybody thought my name was Helena to begin with, so. Just swap my names. Swap my names. It's fine.
I guess it's appropriate now that everyone thinks Elena is Caitlin.
We changed your name to Helena.
That's fine.
I mean, there are worse names.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of what name
There are better names. There are worse names.
The group stumbled upon the inn of Riverwood, where they noticed a rather stout man claiming to sexually identify as a house. This was section 1.
I'll stay.
I remember that. That was the first time I tried role-playing, and I tried hiding my name, and Matthew wouldn't have it.
The paladin.
And that was the day I decided I'm not going to role-play again.
non-binary.
Well, he didn't sexually identify as a house. He just was super drunk and said, "I am a house."
Like, my stepdad used the same argument for why they them pronouns are not valid.
Pronouns are fucked around.
At the time,
You thought it was fun.
I was making fun of the I identify as an attack helicopter thing.
But people use that to to make fun of non-binary.
Well, left that.
You needed a sensitivity reader in your campaign. Like, I'm not mad. I just find it funny and a little cringe.
There's a paladin that left.
You've grown so much as a person.
Nathan
I'm so
left.
proud.
Like Harold.
Please, for the love of God, don't say bless your heart or I'm walking out that door.
Peter left who was playing shoot on.
Bless
Drove deep into madness.
You learned an LGBTQ.
Ugh.
Okay, so we were at the attack helicopter. Stand up to okay.
Oh, I was just mostly fucking around, like trying to do a full recap.
But I'd actually be interested in just a full, at some point, just a full-on recap. Just like,
I've actually been working on it.
Before the final thing. Like, okay.
No, absolutely.
This is our recap episode where we're going to spend 3 hours talking about what happened in the past 4 years.
No.
It's a slice of life episode.
It's just like
It's a beach episode.
It's a 10-second.
It is a beach episode. Everybody's at the beach.
I rolled this check. Damn, I got a 1.
Welcome to the beach episode, everyone. No.
Roll a sanity check to see how much you pay attention.
Alright.
Oh, look at that.
I rolled a -1. What do I do?
Alcohol.
I mean, the dice don't lie, Caitlin. The dice don't lie.
Look, I made some mistakes year one.
Why you needed a sensitivity reader?
No, I just needed to learn, like, what was actually acceptable.
Appropriate in public context. You needed gay friends, man. You just needed gay friends.
I have gay friends.
Clearly they didn't teach you anything.
You needed more. But
Look, they thought it was funny.
that's funny. It's just like funny in like a 2014 kind of way, you know?
Yeah,
This was in 2018.
That
not
makes
watching-
more sense.
I wasn't watching,
You've grown a
fan
lot
offs
in
on
society in the
YouTube.
past 4 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
This was in 2018.
that makes sense. Honest.
Oh right, I had to leave the first the session 0 or whatever, the first one. Because
Yeah, my favorite thing of year one was probably well, no, what I was gonna say was the first encounter.
Like half a sentence. I'm like, nope, giving up on that.
Yeah, for the first encounter was finding Drachner's egg. What ended up happening was it was guarded by a bunch of animated armor and flying swords. So one of the players was like, "Hey, what size is that sword?" "Oh, it's a longsword." "Wait, I have a longsword and a longsword scabbard. Can I try and catch it in my longsword scabbard?" "Sure." 3 nat 1s later, 2 people are on the ground.
ouch.
Some of them might be a
Because,
fail.
no, you're misunderstanding. I'm like, sure, cool. Roll to try and catch it. Cool, nat 1. It stabs through you. Alright, I'm gonna try again. Cool, another nat 1. Stabs through you again. Another player saw this and decided, hey, I want to try.
try that.
And then they wind up on the
No,
ground.
he didn't see it. He heard it because it was Harold, the blind barbarian.
Right. Harold was outstanding.
Harold.
Shushan.
Harold is unironically one of my favorite characters from the setting. The sheer fact that he chose to be a barbarian who was blind, which actively fucks with your danger sensibility. Yeah. Alright. Anyway. Relevant recap. Shushan, where's the door?
I literally just said that.
Scotch. Can I pickpocket the door?
Anyway.
What's the Scotch? I forget his name. Score. There we go. That's the right name. Can I
Relevant
pickpocket
recap.
the door? Does the door have pockets?
Ethan, can I make another dragonborn?
Party. No.
Ethan, but what if I do anyway?
What?
Blue this time, I swear.
What was that? I didn't hear what Matthew said.
I said, Ethan, but what if I do anyway? Alright.
Hey,
Relevant
if you
recap.
kill my character, I will make the most dragonborn ever seen.
Oh,
It's just an endorsement from Scott. Blue, and he might survive this time.
I will kill it out of spite.
Hey!
Then he'll make another one.
Cool.
Okay,
Then just make another one.
Painted. Then he does the success.
Platinum.
Shit.
Just give that a blue-haired scale die.
Alright.
This is how much
We're
damage I
waiting.
did. Matthew just took 5 points of poison damage. Hold on.
Relevant recap. Piers decided to take a group of you guys off to Lily's lab to have a conversation with Ebor to figure out his side of the story. He conferred to you. Huh?
You're failing your concept.
Yeah, I am. He conferred to you, for lack of a better term, the existence of entropy and its avatar. God.
You tried swallowing that?
Huh? What was that?
Have you tried swallowing?
Okay.
Sarah took it the other way. Sarah definitely took it the other way. I have now used my power to change Sarah into the color of a tomato.
It's the
It's an Accutane. The Accutane makes you less red. That's the entire point.
No, but while you're on it, it makes you blush.
Oh, mine just split my lip in the middle. It's real
No,
fun.
I got all the side effects. It's fine.
Mm.
Anyway.
Oh my god. Expensive dermatology medicine aside.
So, for a lack of a better term, he explained the existence of entropy and its avatar. He loosely explained that because of the nature that the universe is in, such that it's in a continual flow, the sheer existence of an avatar of entropy, again, for lack of a better term, will cause the multiverse to undergo an upheaval. Belief makes power. As such, when enough people start to believe in an idea such as this, where energy is lost from a system that normally does not have any losses, the universe will try to accommodate for that. There we go. Finally.
Still going. Get some water.
I don't know. You're saying Affleck a bunch. Can I? Anyhow, the universe would be trying to accommodate for an idea that apparently always existed. In trying to reconcile for that, it will tear itself apart. Ebor's solution to this, after assumedly trying many alternatives, though he didn't really express as such, was the erasure of this part of the material plane. The reason why he needs to do this is within 50 days is because within 50 days, not only is it the solstice, but it's a celestial alignment with numerous other planets, creating a massive swath of energy that will weaken the planes in a way they will have not been weakened or will not be weakened in millennia. I'll wait until Sarah gets back.
Should I take a what type of dare in my quiz?
Yes, do it.
I don't even know what they all mean.
I'll explain the one you get.
Try my hardest to get them most. Alright.
So weird question.
Please.
But totally weird question. But do y'all who among you has seen Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire?
Never seen Harry Potter. Yes, I've seen Harry Potter.
Okay. So weird question. But when what you know how Voldemort was pressing Harry's scar and he was in a lot of pain.
Yeah, a lot of tension there.
What if Harry was into that?
No, just stop there, please.
My brain.
Can we talk about Nigel Fletcher, the Chamber Pot of Secrets instead?
What?
Can we talk about Nigel Fletcher, the Chamber Pot of Secrets? You guys never seen Brilliant Panty.
That's when he got disintegrated because he couldn't capture his soul because it was the constant entropy and it avatar into someone else.
Interesting theory. You guys really don't like Lockhart.
He's a British.
I am definitely with him.
Alright,
Thanks.
Sarah's back. Anyway, so 50 days is when not only will the solstice occur, but a celestial alignment that will weaken the planes like they will never be weakened, like they've never been weakened before, or will be weakened in such a way in millennia. It would be the perfect time to cross over into another plane. Ybor is stuck, such as his curse, but he can't allow the avatar of entropy or his ideals to cross over into another plane. So his solution is erasure, a guaranteed way to ensure that the planes will stabilize. There does remain a very interesting question, though. Why is... You guys know for a fact that this is the smaller portion of the material plane. So why is the smaller portion of the material plane making such waves? Furthermore, there's a series of other areas you could now see a reason to go after. But those need to wait. After all, tomorrow is the day you meet, once again, with Odin Mage's Blood. And you need to come to a decision. Whether or not you're bringing Andromeda to him or not. The time has come to make a decision on who you're going to ally with for the remainder of this war. Since day one, everyone has been pointing towards Ybor as the cause of all this, but he's insisted his innocence and has pointed towards the north as being the main aggressor in this war. So what happens now? The East and West are willing to go to bat for you. They trust your word. You've proven yourself enough to this point, where it will only take moderate convincing to have them side with one way or another. They're more likely to ally with the North, as allying with a Lich carries with it several heavy connotations. But at the end of the day, both Ezra and Elistina do trust you. The time has come where you need to deliver your response to Odolin Mage's blood. And from there, things open up. Because from there, you have 50 days to prepare for the end. Whatever that means. You can seek out Silver's clan, see if they can provide any aid. You can seek out the legends about various artifacts or magic items that may be useful to you in this coming battle. You can try and exploit weaknesses in the defenses of whoever you determine to be your target. If you're still going after Ebor, you could go down south and spend the rest of your time there trying to seek out his phylactery. Or, even if you don't find his phylactery, maybe killing him would be enough. Because at the very least, it will take him time to re-incorporate into a new form. And that would give you time to pass over the solstice. Very shortly, many paths will open up to you. Or it's up to you where you want to actively pursue. You could seek out magic items. You could seek out... you could just try and go and train yourself further by going through various quests, as with Days of Old, with a time limit over your head. You could try and figure out what's going on with the cults. You could try and figure out what's going on with the original blood hunters. You try and see where Kor's family is. You try and help the Kitsune. Maybe you could see if there's anything going on with Azeroth, figuring out why the gods are seemingly cutting you off to an extent. What's going on with that? But again, all of this will come after your conversation. The Odolin Mage's blood. So, as Alba teleports you back to Drumbin, is there any last minute preparation you want to do? And is there any decision you guys want to come to as to whether or not you want to convince Blue and Andromeda to come or not to come with you on your journey north?
You actually kind of skipped over the fact then the people who were in the meeting with Ebor coming back and then talking to us about this. Unless you're talking them jumping back over.
I'm saying they jump back and they have the opportunity to share what they want. I'm not going to force them to share information. That's up to them.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if you had skipped over that and just glossing over. Hey, they've already talked about this. Or now they have to come to a decision.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, Sarah.
I Google translated entropy into different languages, so if you want to keep it technically as entropy, but have it be a different word, I have a few options that are pretty good.
Go ahead.
Okay, well there's Shang, which is entropy in Chinese. Or Shang.
I tend to use Welsh, Hebrew, and German in this setting so far.
Hadre is Finnish.
What's Welsh?
Entropy.
What's
These are like the old. Look, I looked through every single language.
What's Hebrew?
Entropy. I looked through every single language in Google Translate, and most of them are entropy. There's fun ones like Zen 4 Pi. So you can just call it Zen.
The real villain was El Macho.
There's a Netero. Like, I don't, like, there's some cool options here. You can
See my
like meld
photo on
together.
flyer?
Look, I'm
Just minutes.
trying here. Anyway, political discussion. Let's go. Okay. I vote we all go into my rope trick or all of us demi-planes so we can have a legitimate discussion with no one overhearing us because spies are fucking stupid. All in favor say aye.
Aye. Yeah.
Sure.
Is there enough room? Or with all this demi-plane there is.
Also, I did the quiz. Apparently, I'm a dare. I don't even know what that is.
I forget which one that is. Hang on.
That one doesn't come up all that often, does it?
I'm unique.
A character is extremely sweet and energetic and focuses their love on a single character.
Oh.
Shit.
Aww,
So usually a shy
I will
so
throw this metal-
so they're usually the shy personality.
no, it's literally Chica from Love Live.
Oh,
No.
that's adorable.
David Martinez. Fuck it.
No, you're a chick named Chica from Love Live Sunshine.
That's
I'm
What?
David Martinez.
Oh, so also
Now let's be real. You made.
also
I know
apparently
that's a good sound for psychosis so fast.
the one of the protagonists from Dragon Maid as well is a Dere Dere.
The voices are telling me.
Anyway,
I don't even get it.
That's
Like,
adorable.
fucking
That does fit so well.
boo. I want to be like David Martinez. Green
you're a
badass.
teddy bear, you know.
Absolute teddy
You're a
bear.
teddy bear.
No, I'm gonna drink to hide my.
It doesn't matter how much alcohol you're a nice person. fucker.
Dere
No,
Deres
I'm not.
also drink a
How
lot
dare
as
you say
well.
that?
Anyway,
There are a couple Dere Deres that drink heavily.
alright, on to the Daddy Plane.
Yeah, I won. Fuck, I said it.
I don't think I read that.
Anyway, we're on the Debbie Plane.
Rebecca Frozen.
Alright.
So, basically, to elaborate, Noah, this is basically the list.
Send it to me. If David Martinez or Rebecca are not on that list.
In display.
Yeah. Okay. I know what those characters are. Definitely. So.
I need to...
Your mom.
Guys, thoughts. Should I show Noah, Future Diary?
Heavy one.
It is.
I don't know if one you need to be in the right mood. It's so smart right now.
Future Diary is a fucking trip.
I will play I Want You to Come to My House on my speakers right now. Don't do it.
Anyway, we're in the Debbie Plane.
Yes, everyone is in the demi-plane.
It's fun. It's so funny that they.
Is Andromeda in the demi-plane? Did you
that
invite
they
her in?
made the song like.
Okay. I just wanted to know.
Is everyone cool with Andromeda and Blue being in the Debbie Plane with us to discuss
Wait,
this?
are we even?
Yeah, sure.
Discuss
Wait. So, I'm confused about the continuity here. Just hold on a second.
You guys are back in Drummond, went into Alva's demi-plane. Everyone is there.
They haven't
Okay,
explained
when the hell did? Okay, let me put it this way. Were we in Drummond when everyone else when the one group decided heal off, teleport down south?
That never happened.
Yes. Well, wherever the fuck it was, workshop, whatever. Lily's thing. But
We teleported.
okay. So was I in
Ethan.
Drummond or was I somewhere else? I'm just trying to make sure.
Because we all teleported back.
Doesn't matter.
Conversation.
Ethan, you were in Drummond while the other group was off at Lily's workshop.
Me?
They just came back. Everyone is now in the demi-plane. You have not been informed of what happened there.
Right.
Okay. For some reason, I forgot that I was in Drummond. So I thought we were somewhere else. So you were saying they're back. We're all back in drum band. I was confused because I thought that we had gone somewhere. Then they teleported. So I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make sure that I.
Regardless,
Yeah,
you're in the demi-plane with Andromeda. Let's figure this shit out.
Okay.
I'm trying to take you out.
So
I didn't say end me.
So what did what's the character voice again? So what did Ebor have to say?
You were there.
I was not there. It's specifically said we're not taking foreign pilot drivers.
Right.
They're the ones that are gonna fuck around.
So,
And me specifically said
Also,
no,
we left
because
without
obviously I'm on the board.
we also left without telling you guys where we were going. If you recall.
Yes.
You didn't say where you were going. You said you're going to meet Ebor.
when we get to the demi-plane, I explain where we went, and I explain the fact that we saw Ebor, and then I give a general overview.
I thought
Okay.
Everyone hold up.
Tears was specific and not telling you guys exactly what we were doing.
She was.
Hell no.
Yes. Tears was specific in not telling you guys, but at this point, Lily has just explained.
I do not care what Tears wants at this point. We need everyone to be on the same page. So Lily is going to give basically the nutshell of the conversation that occurred, what happened, and who went where. Everyone cool with that. So now we all are around the general same page in terms of what happened and what was said. I'm going to skip that part.
Okay.
Cool?
Fine.
Yay.
Okay. What's more important than what happened is what the fuck we're going to do. And sorry, that's the Sarah voice. Logistics.
Horse logistics, let's go! One more time.
Okay, guys. So it seems like we have a lot of conflicting options and a lot of not very good options, but
Well, we don't really have many options until after tomorrow.
right. But I just want to be upfront about something. If you guys sell out Andromeda, I will be very, very, very pissed off and might do something stupid and radical, specifically involving Asmodeus. So.
Yeah, speaking of Asmodeus, how many days does Zil have left?
18.
How many souls do you have left?
9.
Okay. We're gonna need to deal with that.
What was the original number?
100.
Jeez.
100.
Sorry. Elefander's fucking.
You follow the banner for it? That's pretty cool.
No. All the gods are bullshit.
Whoever wants to line up on his stuff, they can.
Except you, Dragon Mama T, since you're probably listening.
So,
Okay, is there stuff around us?
We're in a dead.
You're in a
Fine
demi-plane.
stuff.
Yeah, all of Mason's blue.
There's some artwork up on the walls. From
He would take exception to you taking anything.
No. I was going to go. Pile driver traders that he likes you and feels like he has to kill you, but he also understands your reasoning and just. I can't roleplay that because I don't have the idea behind. Unless you want me to just lash out at Zil. Was he there?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense either way, though.
I don't. It doesn't make sense. I'm not Mantis. So.
If I'm holding an action right now, if anyone in this room goes to attack any of the other party members, I'm casting Wall of Force around them. Cool?
No.
There's a non-zero chance that one of you guys are going to attack each other. So, I have Wall of Force prepared.
Held action noted.
We don't really know that Ebor's necessarily the bad guy.
I would like this demi-plane right now to be a place of
He's a
open-
lich. He's a
Yes.
lich.
That
What
is
more do you need?
Evidence. Well, Corey, you do have evidence of wrongdoing, but lesser evil? Look, we need a
All the people he's killed.
decision matrix. Okay, look.
in pursuit of his power.
I'm gonna need everybody in this room to have a little bit of an open mind for this conversation because no, obviously the person that looks like, you know, a half-dead rotten thing that got dug up from the earth, that got stuck in a powerful political position that's been killing lots of people is not exactly the ideal ally. That just screams like, you know, a storybook villain, you know, especially with his given plan to blow up the entire chunk of the material plane. That just seems like a mustache-twirling character. Is really believe that Igor might be a diplomatic agent. And I think there is a potential with the right reparations to make a potential alliance there work. Now, in comparison, the King of the North has bested half of us, completely and utterly politically, to the point where we are completely embarrassed, and our only option is giving him a powerful fucking weapon. Yes.
Also, if you start with the North and get to Andromeda, which is the only thing you can like settle for,
Which I do not like.
it's just gonna be Igor number 2.
Yes. So, do we go with the dumb powerful one or the intelligent powerful one? Well, they're both evil.
I know we threw out. Oh no, I knew we threw out this idea last time, but I don't remember what we said about it. You could just like tell them about the other plan.
Yes, that is a potential. And what happens when the greedy, land-hungry King of the North decides that all of the material promises?
Well, he'd have to go, and then when he goes, we can just like drain the pool.
It's a potentially good idea, but I don't think he's much of an idiot to go himself, or go himself, period.
Well,
He
we don't have
probably
to tell
sends-
him
He'd
what
send
it
some
is.
adventure. Yes,
We can tell him where it is. We don't have to tell him how to get through it.
he would require that information to form an alliance. He's intelligent, Dill. No offense, but I know you're not really used to dealing with intelligent things.
And if we told him about it anyways, he wouldn't accept it unless we told him about it. And if we told him about it, he already has it. He doesn't even want it.
And the fact of the matter is, he would demand the territory around the fountain, so that way he would have easy access to his new territory. He
And that
wanna
would
still
screw
take-
over Drumbin. And that would screw over Drumbin.
It would screw up the trumpet, which is one of our strongest elements. So, you have an intelligently power-hungry, terrible person who's killed lots of people. Or an intelligent, but also kind of dumb, power-hungry person who's killed lots of people. And both options are disgusting and awful. But for once, I can't hyperventilate into a bag or eat lemons to solve this issue, which I desperately want to hyperventilate into a bag right now, because we have to make a decision tomorrow. And if we don't make a decision, the entire world blows up. And we didn't even get a confirmation of alliance from Igor. It was just a, maybe I'll consider not killing you. Which, by the way, the whole you'll be in safety if you go to the south thing was also bullshit. Fun fact, that was a lie. He's gonna delete this entire chunk of the plane. So, Core, you look like you're gonna vomit or punch one of all his paintings. Because I'm discussing the idea of partnering with Igor. I assume that's what you look like, at least.
Yeah. Now I'm considering vomiting on the painting.
Please don't.
Valid
Alpha voice. Sometimes I could just hit it.
So, are you saying this out loud, pile driver?
No. This is partly me.
Okay.
Do you actually not care about Core? Because we can ally with the North. It's just we need leverage. And so far, Pile Driver has just said, Lich bad, let's smite. So we can ally with the North. But from a player perspective, from my perspective,
I understand.
It's the path of less resistance is the South. I'm fine allying with the North. Real life Sarah does not care. Lily, though, is going to need something that we can use for leverage that isn't Andromeda. It's a bad idea to give someone a...
I know how the problem is that the most forceful people in the plot are in person, meaning you guys don't have the technology gap, whatever the fuck I mean. So you can just hear yourself and talk, and I feel like I'm getting talked over half the time. So I don't. It half the time it doesn't really matter what I say or do. It feels like. Sorry. I've had a shit week.
You're good. I apologize for taking over and dominating the conversation a little bit. I would really love to hear Piledriver's opinion on this matter. I'm legitimately stuck as a player, and I'm just trying to lay out all the cards on the table so everyone's on the same page. But I haven't made any concrete decisions. I want everyone to consider all the options, and so I reacted to that aggressiveness with just facts. But to be fair, I do want to hear your perspective, and I'm sorry for dominating the conversation. Please.
I don't have any. My brain is fried. I don't really have opinions right now. And that's why I'm pissed off, because I know if I wasn't fried from trying to finish my homework before this, then I might have better opinions.
From a logistical perspective, maybe not a diplomatic. From a logistical perspective, if you were imagining playing a war game and you were either given resources of the north or the south, what do you think is actually more feasible to defeat the other? That is also a good perspective to have in terms of the feasibility of it.
You're arguing magic versus technology.
Yeah.
Of equal scale.
Fair.
But everyone they kill is a member of their own army.
Jon Snow, shut up.
So, Ethan, if you were given access to either a large technologically advanced army or a large magically strong army, what do you think would be easier to work with?
Wait a second. You have the.
Motherfucker.
Oh, so they're gonna hear you, but essentially, Caitlin said one of them has the military books in a bag of holding. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
How about this?
I'll try. Hold on. You know what? Let me just play this off the cuff and actually try to be excited about this instead of being trying to because it was just thinking about this with D&D today was just stress. So let's try it. Lily.
Yes, Pat.
Those books you have.
Which ones? I have the one about making marinara sauce, the one about making glass, the one about...
The ones you were holding on to for me.
Oh, military history books? Yes, I have those, my bad.
The ones on the north.
Yes.
I need them.
Oh, okay. I'm going to open my bag of holding and pull out like 20 different assorted military books from the north.
Time to power read.
Yes.
And this is where your data analysis subsystem is very useful.
It's weird. Did you take my glass book, the one I hid the dagger in?
I have my own copy.
Okay. Now I need to
Matthew, can I try to speed read? Piledriver's gonna sort of talk as he's.
Can you, like,
Power
skip over and see if there's any-
Intelligence check, please.
Data mining check.
Straight intelligence?
Yes.
I'm an asshole.
I'll give you my +5. I'll give you the plus.
No.
Strategy.
This is just. Actually, sure. Yeah.
Why is it whenever I want to do something, never roll 20?
I had my intelligence.
You have +5.
Okay, so that's a 13.
13 total of skimming the titles of roughly 20 military books, looking for what exactly?
I don't know. He's realizing that. Wait a second.
Ethan?
I'm not.
Ethan.
I didn't really have anything in mind when I said that. I just was like,
Would you like a suggestion?
fine.
I'm
not
you
trying
can-
to.
You could either look for weaknesses of the Northern King, weaknesses of the Northern Front, or how to utilize the Northern troops effectively in the upcoming battle. Those are all good options, potentially.
You know what? So this is not me trying to get you to give away anything, Matthew. But would those titles, the book titles, have any?
I'm not going to give you anything on that. I need you to tell me what you're looking for.
What?
Ethan, you've been with this campaign for 4 years.
Yes. I know. I fucking know, Matthew. Sorry. Forget it.
Flip a coin?
Karen.
Are you good, Ethan?
Are you talking or?
Nah, no one's talking.
Sorry. I'm just.
Dude, it's all good. Your mental's fucking destroyed because you're kicking ass on homework. You get it.
At the end of the day, this is a game. And if you don't want to show up for a session, that's entirely fine. And all I ask is prior knowledge. Homework is an entirely valid reason to skip on D&D. I've done.
I wanted.
There's a difference between what you want and what you need, Ethan. And sometimes you need a mental break, and sometimes that isn't D&D. Now,
Give me a couple minutes.
Sure.
Just like to. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Now what can I get more? Hydrator diner.
Here's the layers and the Hebrew letter olive.
Oh, I made that up.
Do you want ice or no?
Oh, that'd be great. Didn't try that. I saw the Draconic writing and I started writing turtles. That was based off that.
Like that also.
Yeah, do you want ice?
No.
I get where you guys are coming from, but 4 years, and I get where you guys are coming from. I get it, guys. But at the same time, I can't compromise everything. Yeah, okay.
If my horse hold down road, I want it. And that song was a. We really thought we really thought we solved racism in 2018. Fucking Billy Ray Cyrus.
It'll make that weird for like this combo, but whenever I have like IPAs or something very bitter, like hoppy, I just want to drink milk afterwards.
I mean, I think that's just your body's natural reaction. Like, usually
I
I
want to, but it's like I will afterwards. It's like that's a really good combo. It's like milk.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense. Like 2% or like a whole. Why you said that so threatening? I somewhere I can hear the vegan teacher screaming.
But I got whole milk because I wanted to make mac and cheese. Not like Kraft mac and cheese, but like actual mac and cheese.
Yeah, gotcha.
And so I needed whole milk, and I just like have whole milk laying around now. So I'm looking for excuses to drink it.
So IPAs is the option. See, I don't think I can go much past zombie dust though. Even though zombie dust is bitter as hell.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Drinking this is just way cheaper and more efficient to get where I want to be.
That is true.
And Fireball, as much as like, it's not even like recently rum is giving me like heartburn. Like I'll wake up in the middle of the day and start fucking heartburn. And it's like, this sucks. Why did I drink last night? It's like I'm not even hungover. Like I'm completely lucid at like 4 a.m. It's like, dude, this heartburn fucking sucks. Need to go back to vodka. The Red Bulls were better for me. Coke Zero and Admiral Nelson. Not even Captain Morgan. It's fucking Admiral Nelson. Might as well be drinking like the fucking Kroger brand.
I tried.
Right back, Josh?
I know you feel now, Caitlin.
Sorry, it's echoing, and I have the headphones on, so I can tell if the mic goes down. What about Caitlin?
No, I said, Noah, I hope people have told you this already, but you're an insane person.
Well, yeah, obviously. Because I drink alcohol like I'm a fish. Forget, there's this YouTube channel now where they did a bunch of stupid shit.
Is he back?
Not yet.
Not yet.
And like the man chugged like the entire bottle.
Hi.
Okay.
Like,
So, here's where we're at. You have a bunch of books in front of you.
I was introduced to that.
Yeah.
Cross is on my 20th birthday. Yeah. I don't do it regularly, but like when my
You know what?
it was I said edible like shake and drink.
Guys,
How technology integrates into the military and the weaknesses of technology to magic.
Okay. I can work with that. And the result of the roll was 13.
Silver give him the help action.
Oh yeah, can Silver give him advantage on that shit or no? Because she is from the north. Smiley face.
It's a bit late, but I'll allow it. Roll with advantage. Ethan.
And you still get the +5.
Yes.
So I roll again.
Yes.
And you also get a D6 because she has this ability, Smiley face.
Yep. Full result, please.
So that
Roll a D6 even.
19 plus D6. So at least hell yeah, 25.
25. Okay.
Oh. Thank you for
Okay.
me. Silver does shit.
You find so you aren't able to read in depth, but you see a couple titles that intrigue you. One of which in particular stands out. You're mostly skimming through, and to be honest, this book doesn't really seem military. It seems more military research than military tactics. It seems to be trying to figure out ways to incorporate their enemies' strategies and tools into new forms that are more usable by the North. So it's not so much a weakness, it's more of they've been looking into own weaknesses and ways to turn those into strengths.
Okay.
One example, you briefly, and the only let's see. The only reason you're able to moderately understand this is because of what you are as a Warforged. Your heart is essentially not organic. It's made of magicraft. In that vein, what they're trying to do is a little bit similar. They're trying to find a way to incorporate magicraft into their technology to surprise their enemies. But as far as you guys have seen, you've never seen magicraft incorporated in the Northern's technology. So this does seem newer.
Okay.
That's all you get.
Interesting. I'm gonna relay that to the. Actually, yeah, sure. Whatever. I'm gonna relay that information to the group.
So, at least we know something.
To the best of my ability. Do I? So I don't feel like repeating that and trying to act pile driver at the same time.
Okay, I've finally finished doing the math. It seems from whatever Igor has said, his hypothesis is accurate and solves a lot of the problems my team has been having in the north. So, for lack of a better source of information, it seems he might actually be 100% on the mark for what's going on and what could have caused all this to happen.
Keep her back holding and munches on it a little eagerly.
I this isn't a matter for now, but Travis did say it's probably in my best interest to not ignore my own emotions, and so I do feel the need to say that after I vocalize wanting to discuss this in potentially meeting Igor, I do feel betrayed that I was not included in the group that left to talk to him when I am the expert on these matters. But oh well.
To
My
be fair,
curiosity
we didn't know what exactly was going to be discussed.
I still vocalized before any of this happened that I would love to speak with Igor since he had knowledge. And I was 100% for the idea. And after everything I've done for the group, I just felt like, it would be considered. But I guess the group doesn't trust me as much as I thought they would by now.
That's Lily's job to do.
So,
Okay.
What do you say?
he was talking.
Side note though, as an art professor, I just think that right now, I would like to apologize to you, Chen, because that was.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I was just vocalizing it out because that's what Sebas said would be healthier for me. I don't see the point in it, to be honest, since I now have the information anyways, even though getting the information from its first-hand source would be more reliable. But Sebas said vocalizing emotions are better for me. I don't know if that's the case.
But tell me how you really feel.
That's actually what I'm going for, yes. Jen doesn't understand emotions, right? So he doesn't know
So
what
he's a
exactly
sociopath.
he knows Sebas has said to vocalize it to him.
So he's a
So he's trying
sociopath.
to
So wait, so Chen is Nervinian Psycho?
No, he just.
I don't know who that is.
American Psycho. Good movie.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
Sociopaths.
But what's important here is that Igor's hypothesis does seem correct. I need to run more tests on this, more calculations to verify, but it seems he might be right. So we have one clear option that's correct here.
Well, with my perspective on things, we have Igor's hypothesis being supported by data, and the potential cause of the planes being destroyed go on the northern side. Then again, I'm going to admit I'm incredibly biased because I don't want to do the Andromeda way. But I know there's certain hesitations in the party about the other option. But I would like to propose maybe we all stop going at each other's throats because I don't think any of us really trust each other. Let's be honest. Like, we have pairs that trust each other and everything. But do we as a whole actually, like, legitimately trust each other even though we've been in how many countless battles?
Pile driver turns towards Zill and the equivalent of glares daggers at him or her, them.
If it's any consolation, I trust all y'all.
Still, you're a special exception.
Yeah,
I don't trust Zill.
And you know what? That's a pretty valid response. And I'm not saying you have to trust Zill. But I'm saying maybe don't hold it against Zill, the fact that Zill can be a little erratic in their actions sometimes. I think there might be a diagnosis there, but I can't say because I'm an artificer, not a therapist.
yeah, I guess I want to say, I really find the idea of a person that verbally threatened to kill my family, and by extension, the undead that he creates has tried to kill my family since before I was born. I find it really sickening to side with them, which is why I understand why Tears would feel the same way, because when people actively trying to kill Tears' family is obviously in the fucking north.
Yeah.
And we can all make logical arguments about why one side's going to be bad because the other side's going to swoop in and kill everyone. We can all do that. It's talking fucking circles. We just need to decide what's the lesser of the two evils. And, you know, who is more likely to keep their word?
I propose a third option of just running away and saying, screw this plan.
Okay.
Chen, would you like to describe how that is a terrible idea, or should I?
It says it's got full connection, and now it says it doesn't.
Josh said there would be no place to run, there would be no place to hide. Forget the last sentence, because I'm bad with it. Doom comes for us all.
That's kind of wild.
I mean, shit. Alright, so how do I explain this to Zill? Okay. So, you know when, like, hamsters, they can smell when, like, a human being touches them, right? Because they're hamsters and they can smell that. So if, like, you touched a baby hamster, sometimes hamsters, like, eat the one that was touched. So if you
What
send...
the fuck?
Yes.
That's a thing?
Yes, it is.
So if the hamsters eat one of the other hamsters, then all the other hamsters are going down a bad path of campus. It's all gonna go to shit if one goes down.
It's describing basically cause and effect. Do you understand that actions have consequences?
I do, I just usually don't think about it.
When will you learn that your
When will you learn that your actions have
I
consequences?
really wish you would have said it's a correlation, not a causation.
So we're gonna mind experiment, Bill. I want you to picture a time where you did something very bad.
Birdcage.
I can't think of any.
Okay.
Are
you a single cell organism?
Okay. So, Zill, when you did the very bad thing,
Okay, which one?
Just one.
pick any of them.
Just pick one.
I got one in my brain.
Okay. Now, think of what happened because you did the very bad thing.
What happened?
I don't think anybody or anything happened that time, so I'll think of a different time.
Okay. Think of a time where you did something bad and something happened.
Think of the time that one random stable hand guy ran into the woods and died from your
Right,
from your
yeah.
That wasn't my fault.
You didn't happened that was a bad thing, right? And a bad thing happened.
Well, not necessarily bad, but you took an action and something happened because of it.
So
I'll be back. We're just focusing here.
Alright.
actions that you do cause things to happen, right?
You're looking up hamsters eating each other now?
Yes.
So let's say you destroy part of the material plane. That is an action.
Yeah.
What do you think's gonna happen to the material plane because of it?
And it's gone.
What's gonna happen to the rest of the planes?
They'll be fine. Because otherwise, why would he more be getting rid of this one?
Because he's a dumbass.
Oh, why is he doing this?
Because he's a dumbass.
Think of a tower of building
Okay,
blocks,
I
and you
explained
go
why
to the
this
bottom
would
of the
work.
tower and pull a block out. What happens to the rest of the tower?
It's fine.
No, but like if you take the top piece of the Jenga tower,
Okay.
Well, what if the Jenga tower has like a pimple? Isn't he just cutting off the pimple?
Let me have an illustrative example.
His theory is to cut off the pimple, but instead he's cutting off half of a block.
I have Andromeda bring a piece of sodium and a bucket of water and a very tiny piece of sodium.
no, because the demiplane
Don't teach him how to make explosives.
And there's only one more use of demiplane currently.
Explain this to you.
That's fine. I get it.
Have you ever watched a heart explode?
A heart?
Or any organ? Or
A flurf.
Oh yeah.
He
Okay.
has watched several heads explode.
We don't know that.
let's
Above
say
board.
if you explode, can the rest of the body move?
I mean, it depends. If it's like a hand, yeah.
Does the rest of the body do very well after your head gets exploded?
Depends on how you cut it off.
Let's say you have, a lung explode.
Oh, then I mean, you have another one, right?
How do you know that?
Here's the other thing. We've seen
How would you
mechanical
use
appendages.
Okay.
You're having a hard time.
I'm having a really hard time explaining why I can't just run away. Is there a chair here?
There might be a chair, yeah.
Oh wait, no, I can't use that. Okay, so here's what I want to do, Matthew. You ready? And this is gonna need some unruly a little bit. Just a
Yeah,
little
go
push.
for it. Yeah, I'll mess with the rules a little bit.
So I'm gonna pull out I have food. I assume I have something in my inventory that would be great, just like a nice light metal.
You have coins.
Nice, perfect. Can I
So you've got silver coins, presumably.
silver coin and cast heat metal on it and have it melt into a puddle
Absolutely.
in front of Zill?
Yeah.
And have them be like, this is what happens to the material plane if a part of it gets nasty. To the planes.
I mean,
But then why would he be doing this? What does this fix?
from Lily's understanding, his misunderstanding of how concept of entropy or whatever the fuck he's calling it.
I don't like that word, but we'll go.
Isn't... I'm sorry. Didn't Lokar... And this is Andromeda speaking. Didn't Lokar separate the planes in such a way where ideally they wouldn't be affected?
Yes, Andromeda, but I.
So you see my water skin? Take out my dagger. It's full right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I cut a hole in it, the water leaks out, right?
Well, why would you do that?
Because I'm
Exactly, Zill. Why would you do that?
because it's a stupid.
Here's the thing. Here's what Igor thinks.
Yeah.
Let's say you have a hole in your water skin that's getting bigger, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you cut out the
Oh.
hole, you could maybe cut it in a way that it stops growing.
Big brain.
So, okay. But the thing is, Igor thinks that he can cut the hole in a way that the hole stops growing. I disagree. I think he's just going to make the hole bigger. But we don't know who's right.
Ah, I see.
But the problem is,
Yeah, no, I heard-
regardless though, the chunk of the hole is getting cut if Igor gets his way. So yes, we could run away, But there's a risk that it just makes the hole
Because the
bigger and
water's
we
on the
get
floor
screwed
anyway. Because the water's on the floor
Was
anyway.
that exclamation Andromeda? The difference is there?
Sort of. I think Ebor's looking at it like there's a, in the example of the water skin, a leather-eating bacteria generating a hole, and he's cutting out the bacteria.
It's
But you understand. Right.
But he gets
Something that's making a hole. Some living thing that's making a hole. And then he... So, let's say there's a spot on the water skin. The hole could be at the top of the water skin, or it could be at the bottom.
Do they keep cutting in it? Or you, Caitlin?
Yes, they do. And now
Other way. That's on.
Yep. Up their back.
can you guys
Well, first
You
off,
keep
there's a
trimming
delay
the
drag out, and now you guys keep cutting in and out.
Yeah.
There was a
Like
lot.
the delay right there was 20 to 30 seconds or more.
I'm looking at the stats. Like I've opened debug mode at this. It's showing no issues. We had a spike of ping at 830 that went up to 4K ping. Jesus. Okay, that's what it was.
You haven't played Siege and the numbers go off the scoreboard. Oh man, this is so fun. We were at like 90K ping. Somebody's spitbotting.
Okay. Is everyone on the same page?
we can't run away because we don't want to risk the Ebor being
Is the
stupid.
mic on?
I think it's still active, but I need to unmute map and see that. Yeah, it's still active.
That should fix it, hopefully. Sorry.
It's my laptop.
That should fix it, hopefully.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
For now.
So everyone's on the same page in terms of what Ebor thinks versus what I think, and who knows what.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, okay. So option 1, figure out deal with North, and option 1A, figure out way to get Andromeda out of deal.
Which we need to do right now.
Option 2, sign with Ebor, who's, that's my opinion. I'm not gonna say it. Sign with Ebor, try and kill them.
Yes. And option 3, which is running away, is a terrible idea. Do you understand this now, sir? Because there's basically
I
50
mean, it's not a bad idea. It's just our risk, and it's a risk y'all don't want to take.
There's a 50-50 shot that you die anyway, and everyone you've ever known and loved, besides the people you can evacuate.
They're close. That's fine.
No,
there's all over the place.
Yeah, that'd be really hard
Yes,
logistically.
we can't do number 3.
No.
We can't do number 3. No core.
We had 50 days. I mean, we could.
It would be really difficult to do number 3 core. We're not
I
doing
know.
number 3.
Option 4, we fuck around and find out inside either, which will end badly, most likely. And it's the only one that doesn't leave anyone feeling icky inside.
There's only one way we could implement option 4, and it would break some. And Lily kind of glances over to Andromeda. Personal ethical boundaries that are in place for a reason. The kind of force and manpower we need to take down 2 countries with just the East and the West requires some finagling of morals there that I don't think people would.
Alright,
You
so
have to do some very bad things.
Can we decide with the North? Give them Andromeda, and hear me out. Do the thing with the South, and when the thing with the South is done, we go and rescue Andromeda, and then run.
How would that even work?
I don't know.
The second that we rescue her, which
You
will
like-
be incredibly difficult because she'll be under lock and key, the North breaks their deal and retaliates against the East and the West with the power vacuum with increased technology. They will be essentially killing
Could you
the
just
East and
give
the
them,
West.
like, faulty in technology?
They could threaten to kill Blue if she doesn't cooperate. or starve her, or torture her, or do any number of ways to get her to cooperate.
Realistically, yes, I probably could, but
There's a limit to how much a person can take.
and even with them knowing how I would react if they did follow through on their threat being anything but positive.
Plus a command spell, modify memory. There are other spells you can do.
There are risks that I don't want to have to take.
And, I mean, they don't have fucking Ebor's spells, but they can
So-
probably find a way to wish it.
Basically, we can ally with the North. That's totally fine. We just need an alternative that is not Andromeda that the king wants, or admires,
So-
or respects.
The only alternative is the portal to the other side that we have that they would want.
That would probably be a terrible idea.
Then give us something else, Andromeda.
Still, the portal to the other side is an entire Scarred Lands away. They take Drumbin, they take the entirety of the Scarred Lands, they take the other continent too. And once they gain enough forces, they'd probably go tell the East and the West to go fuck themselves and take that too.
Well, they would have to convince it would be on the other side.
Increased technology tends to convince a person.
Well, then fine. Bad idea. Get a good one. Scrub. I'm gonna go sit in the corner.
Zil, no. Zil, and Lily's gonna actually reach out and like pat Zil on the back. Zil, sweetie, there isn't a good idea. I don't have one. I don't know what to do here. I just know there's a lot of bad ideas. It's not your fault. We're just in a really difficult situation. Okay? Don't feel bad.
But it seems like that's the only thing we have to offer that isn't Andromeda. To the north. If we decide to go with the north.
Do you have any ideas besides yourself and Blue and Trout? Because you're the. I mean, I don't think anyone else here is from the north.
I mean, I am, but I'm also
Just said Silver Bell.
Are you related to anyone important?
The king values strength immeasurably.
They love technology. Maybe the East could share how they make Warforged.
That's a risk, but
What do you mean by valuing strength?
Sorry, I saw strength and I looked at Pile Driver. Said strength, you know. Technologically,
it's not a guarantee. Far from it. In fact, if anything, it could be argued that you're forcing diplomacy under duress, which would not hold up anywhere. But threats are always an option. And the king's not the only one who could make them.
Well,
So just roll up in the throne room, say, fuck around, find out if you know the Simon.
You
first.
have an invitation to the throne room.
Yeah, getting out's gonna be a hard part. He pulls the bluff, as it were.
I'm not saying it's the best option. And even if it did somehow hold up somewhat, it would probably not hold up in the long term because, again, you're making diplomacy under duress.
The only benefit I see to that is I feel like any alliance is not going to hold up in the long term between either the North or the South, to be completely frank. But I do like that idea more than other ones that we've had. Makes me feel like less of an asshole inside, at least.
There's also the risk of your renown as a group significantly taking a hit just by virtue of attacking a monarch in such a fashion.
we are supposed to be diplomats.
I haven't gotten this very far.
Yeah, the only one that can talk circles around people is you.
You didn't really do a good job of that last time.
Yeah,
Well, I'll just read the pooch back.
Kim was prepared for us, we weren't prepared for the game. It's not entirely Bill's
Did
fault.
he know so much about you guys?
He's got spies and an all-knowing dragon.
Wait. Do we necessarily need to even attack him?
If we see the right threat.
Hold up. If he knows so much, if he has some sort of prophetic ability, what if he sees himself lose to a battle against us in the future? We could leverage that. Just have him know that we have potential. Not actually fight, but if he has a scenario play out in his head where he sees himself getting killed on the throne room, he might be more amenable to our demands.
What would a cornered rat do?
Lash out.
And I realize the irony of me saying that.
It wasn't lost on me.
I'm more of a mouse person anyway.
Rat, technically.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I'm wrong.
I think it's the.
It's the tail.
It's a tail.
Yeah, the tail actually. So, rats.
It's a character who don't need to go into rat mouse biology, my man.
Rats have a pink tail.
Oh my god, I'm gonna do it anyway.
rat stream.
Look, I took care of rats in 2nd grade.
Taking going on.
So
The class pets were actually side tangent. The teacher's name of my 2nd grade class was Mrs. Ratcliffe, so she had pet rats, and every weekend someone different got to take them home, and one of the rats died when I took them home.
Oh wow, who would have thought?
Not because I didn't
So
take
mean.
care of them,
So mean.
but because it was just they were old rats. I felt like absolute shit for the next month or two. I was convinced it was my fault.
when I was 14, I had a guinea pig.
So-
forced her guinea pig into the same cage as mine and got my guinea pig pregnant, and then my guinea pig died in childbirth.
Guinea pigs die in the weirdest fucking ways.
Anyway,
I had a hamster called Jedi.
So now
Absolutely.
we know that
Good
kills
for
rats.
football.
What?
we do
What was that?
Now we know
Now we know
Matthew
Matthew kills rats
for
for fun.
Sick.
Fair. Guys, wait.
It's one of the first signs of seal
Wait,
killers.
We were complete dumbasses. We do have something we can offer him. Our service as adventurers.
What now?
What now?
We contracted to work for the North for a little bit, or
Fight a dungeon, get a magical item, adventuring things. We do that for him, and along with the trade agreements and all of the other things we propose, and he accepts. And we can even prove to him that we're competent adventurers in that throne room or whatever. But if that doesn't work, we can ally with the South.
Yeah.
Hell, can we ally with them both? It's ambitious.
Play both
Play
sides.
both sides.
Well, not necessarily.
I mean-
but
I don't think there's anybody alive in the South that wouldn't already be copacetic with us killing Ebor. Because there's the adventurers, there's my family, there's other families. I remember go fucking searching for shit, but
But Ebor has a point. He's right on paper.
Yeah,
He's
he
just
is.
done terrible things because I don't think he's a very good diplomat.
yeah.
But the problem is, if we ally with the North, we're stuck with the people causing the plains fog. But if we ally with Ebor, we're stuck with
you know,
a murdering dumbass.
not to say
Say
that.
I got one of those.
Yeah, Zil, but honest to God, and I can't believe I'm saying
You're
this.
you're
Ebor's
you're
the-
all
You're all
murdering the
more
mass
than the
we
mass we
need,
need, so
Yeah, we only need one. So
there would be too
there
much
will be too much competition if there's two of you.
That's true.
So you have what 100 days to kill 100 people.
here's
He
what
does
I
that on a
suggest.
daily, if not more.
Here's what I suggest. If the North doesn't accept our offer of adventuring services and resources potentially from the other nations, then I say we side with Ebor. And if we do get an offer back that he's okay with that, I say we reach out to Ebor and get his side on things before we sign anything on the dotted line. But at the very least, we could go to the
We're
table.
signing tomorrow, though. That was the agreement. wasn't it? That you come back and finalize the agreement?
From my understanding of the situation is that we would either come to an agreement or leave. I suppose, yeah, there is really a chance for us to back out. Yes, so.
Can we just threaten, on Andromeda's note earlier, can we just threaten that we'll join the South if he doesn't join us?
He'd probably say, go for it.
You'd need a plan of escape in case he decides to take offense to that and kill you on the spot.
That gives him a lot of leverage. He could galvanize both the East and West against both you and the South.
But the East and West
This
are
is also true.
They said that.
Yes, but are they aware you're talking with Ivor?
I don't think so.
Unless all of a sudden.
If they were aware, he could galvanize basically the rest of the world, including their own people, against the leaders. And if they aren't, he could galvanize both the East and the West against you.
We need a message from Ivor, though, that he's willing to make reparations and stop killing people and improve things in the South before we are willing to ally with him.
You're not going to get that by tomorrow.
There's no way we can message him and see if there's any potential agreement we can come to? Yes, he's thinking and debating, but I don't want to ally with Ivor if it means he keeps killing people and keep acting like a dumbass and he doesn't learn from his mistakes.
Well, he is the Lich. He's probably gonna end up keep killing people, but
Yeah.
I assume you mean on a lesser scale.
You can get humanoid souls, clearly, without the need to kill people. There are alternative solutions there.
Josh!
Yes?
And do you know if the North has any, like, challenge customs? Like, could we challenge the king to an arena, and if we win the arena, he, like, sides with us?
Would I know that?
You would know that.
I would know that. The thing is, it's lore that you've never shared with me, so...
That is very much a Eastern principle, much less so a Northern principle. That was definitely one of your ins with Elastina, is challenging her to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're very feisty people. The North is very collected and patient. They will take time, as much time as they need, to get their most desirable outcome.
So the short answer is no.
Trial by combat is not really a thing.
Okay. I communicate that to Zil.
Trial by puzzle. In Arc 2.
If perhaps we can get somehow get most of the population united under us, that's something. But I don't see any way of achieving that outcome either.
Within a day? No.
Especially given our reputation in the North. Still.
We can just say that we'll do it to their town if they don't join us.
That's duress. We're trying not to use duress. Okay, so here are our options so far. We threaten the king, we offer him our adventuring services, or we side with Igor. And nothing is a guarantee.
So telling you about the other plan is just completely off the table?
It's not a good idea.
Of course, I'm still an option.
I hate that option, so I'm not even going to mention it.
But it exists.
It is an option that exists.
Just tell him that we don't need to tell him where the
I would rather give myself up as his artificer than give you.
How about...
I've worked under you. I'm your student. He might accept
I
that.
won't let that.
Well, I don't want you to go either. Probably the exact same.
This is non-negotiable, Lily.
Well, we are negotiating right now because we're coming up with alternative solutions, because that is not happening.
You are not one of them.
Why not give
Well, you shouldn't be either.
You're right. I shouldn't be, but I am.
And if you sign your life away to the North, I'll sign my life away to Smokies. To get you out of it. You know I would. And I hate making threats like that because that's not very nice of me. And ultimately, it is your decision. So I don't know completely if I would do that because I do want to respect your bodily autonomy and everything. But at the same time, I do not respect the decision you want to make by hurting yourself.
As you start into one of your mini Lily rants, Andromeda unintentionally starts giggling a bit. Because it's a bit refreshing to her to just get one of those.
This is a serious conversation, Andromeda.
I know. But
So,
if this is the last time I hear one of those, it was nice to hear it one.
Why not me? Shit, something in my blood lets me do shit that no ordinary person should be able to do. They can find out a way to copy it, synthesize it, make all their soldiers better.
Lily's gonna walk over to you with a glare of death and shove a cookie into your hand, pat you on the back very hard, and glare at you.
Yeah, if I eat the cookie, will you stop trying to kill me with your eyes?
I'm not sure that'd be the best idea either. Well,
You are not allowed to sell yourself either.
I don't think it would really matter, given my history.
Is that Silver saying that?
Yes. They might already know, though we didn't ask, but...
Wait. Hold up. The North is technically run by a king, yes?
It's a monarchy.
I wouldn't call that a technicality, but yes.
But from my understanding, the king doesn't run everything in the North.
How are we gonna try and
He subsidizes, yeah.
So you really need the king to be on our side. To get part of the North, at least.
That comes back to the issue of uniting people under our banner within a day.
But we could ally with the South and part of the North. Just not the king. Then Ebor's happy because we can kill the king and get most of the North on our side anyway.
Alright. I don't think
That's
we're gonna be able to
ambitious.
organize a coup in a bit.
It's not a coup per se. Well, yes, it is a coup. That is literally a coup. Oh my gosh, I'm suggesting a coup right now.
I mean, that was like one of the first things I
To be fair, it isn't a bad idea. It's just we don't have the time for that.
Very ambitious.
Well, it gets rid of our entropy.
It still seals.
It gets rid of the entropy problem, and
Does it?
well, we don't know that.
We don't know that the Avatar is the king. It could be anyone up north.
Well, doesn't
But-
he heavily
Well, we heavily suspect it's the king because he seems to know things he's not meant to, like Pierce's mom's entire business.
Are we supposed to get the vibe that the king is the entropy guy?
That is a valid interpretation from the facts given.
Or it could be just some random fucking prophet that knows shit feeding the king information. Could be chartreuse for all the fucking know.
If it's chartreuse, I'm sure you lot would be very happy.
Oh, absolutely.
I still don't understand why we can't just tell him about the other plane.
Okay, Zil, sweetie. If you have a kid who's a spoiled little brat and you give him a lollipop, he's gonna be pretty content. But if you give him a lollipop and then show him a bag of lollipops you put away, what's the little kid gonna want?
Well, what if we just like tell him that the lollipops exist, and then say like, "Hey, if you do this for us, we'll like give you the key to the door of the lollipops."
Okay, but do you really want to give a child 300 lollipops?
If he'll do something like get rid of the South and keep the material plane alive, yeah.
And then kill everything else.
Why is still making sense? No.
But the kid would likely try and figure out a way to make their own.
The kid would kick you in the nuts and take your lollipops anyway.
Well, then we can just move Drummond.
What?
It's a city. City, Zil.
Just take Bikini Bottom and push it somewhere else.
Somewhere else. Exactly.
Zil, you watched Dominic watched too much fucking SpongeBob before coming.
He's been hanging out with Patrick too much. The lid. The lid.
The lid.
You're on fire.
You know what? I think I thought of the best solution for everyone. Hear me out here. We ally with the North. Pause. I know people aren't going to like this idea. We ally with the North, and instead of fighting the South, we come to a diplomatic agreement with the South to chill the fuck out as long as Ybor abdicates from the rulership. We install a new ruler in the South, and then Ybor can help us track down whoever the entropy is.
Would Ybor be amiable to that decision, though?
I think Ybor would have to deal with that situation. But this doesn't necessarily have to end with bloodshed. Everyone's problem with the South is Ybor specifically. Everyone's problem with the North is not specifically the king. It'll be a lot harder to start a coup there. So yes, I'm suggesting coup again, but this time in reverse. It's like a cookie made out of chocolate with little bits of dough. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna let you guys discuss and read a few books.
Okay, so let's take step number 1. And it's
This is the last time. Look, above board, I just need you guys to pick a direction. I'm playing devil's advocate for both sides. But once you guys have a direction, should be breezy.
Okay, Order of Platinum.
Oh, dear God, speaking backwards now.
Decision the first that we must make now. Are we siding with North or are we siding with South? I just like it bad, bada boom, bada bang.
Is it that simple?
Yes. Why not make it that simple? Screw all this complicated, like, oh, let's just get Ybor to do this. Ybor's not going to do any of this shit. He's had 1,000 years to do this shit, and he didn't do it.
Andromeda and Blue sort of vocalize that they don't really want to side with either.
Well, that's the great thing, is that if we side with North, you can just stay in Drummond. Because we're not going to give you to the North, because then the North is just going to be the next Ybor, and we don't want that. So let's just give the North the other plane, and then, like, lock them there.
You do realize that
doing options ill like that.
I think it's the best option.
You do realize
Can we
that
opt?
the other plane is significantly larger, right?
Yes.
Can we opt to not ally with either of them?
That was option 4. That was option fuck around with fire. And that probably ends with the most bodies on any side.
Honestly, we should just do Operation Find Round and fuck out and just say, like, screw the North and just talk to Ybor for the rest of the 90 days, 60 days, 50 days.
50 days left.
50 days.
Just have a friendly chat with them?
Yeah, try to convince him not to, blow everything out and, like, find the avatar. What?
We've tried. You guys have tried that, and it didn't seem to work. Well, you got calm down
He
a
said
bit.
he'd consider it, but he never gave a yes, no.
And that is significantly more progress than we made with the King of the North.
This is very true. That guy was an asshole.
In AP US history, back in high school, I was put on a team. I was Palestine, and every team was like a different Middle Eastern country, and we were told to solve the Middle East crisis by interacting with the other tables. And this kind of feels like that. But like 10 times worse.
Oh boy, yes.
Why don't you just take the oil and move it to Alaska?
Have I successfully made a major geopolitical crisis?
Is mayonnaise?
Yes, fuck you.
Okay, so
You really just gave assholes as rulers, and that's all you need to do.
No. All I did was make rulers that were believable.
So Ybor's trust.
Don't like this.
So assholes.
Taking a shot.
Nepotism.
Hot chick.
Mom is.
The hot chick is fair.
Yeah, the hot chick is the least believable.
Yeah, because she's fucking Anakin Skywalker, basically.
She's smart and
She kicks ass.
and kicks ass.
It's fucking Anakin Skywalker gender bent and it's in a dwarf. That's what she is.
Okay. So, yes.
Right.
Okay.
Ooh, tough. Tough scene. Alright, so. We'll
The
suggest
problem
you
is
fuck
that
around
you-
and find out.
I don't feel like making this decision without Tears, though, she's the most against the North.
Tears is against the North. You know her stance.
Against the South, so no one's gonna be happy regardless of what we
So
do.
then they cancel out, and the decision's up to.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, because obviously I'm gonna say we fight the South because, you know,
I
I
mean,
want to see my family again.
neither might be an option.
You also the points do pass.
Andromeda, question. If the East and the West gave you resources, could you do the thing that the North wants you to do, and then we use it against the South?
No, I don't think she would be. I don't know about that.
Potentially.
If the East and the West give you resources, could you just like make stuff for the anti-South campaign and then like get rid of it afterwards or something?
I would need a large team, but it's
We'd be
not
attacked on both
impossible.
fronts.
I never said it would be easy.
Yeah, why don't we just like make Drummond a country?
Make
Yeah.
Drummond great
There's
again.
the conquest. The conquest option.
Drummond. Why don't we become the instead of ally?
Well, keep
As
running
an
against
above
Trump.
board thing,
Yes,
as
you
an
do.
above board thing, it seems like I kind of like the idea. I kind of what I as a player think would be interesting is that option that was just mentioned and just try and actually problem is that my mind is saying kill both North and South, but war on two fronts is what happened to a certain dictator.
We can just fucking say that we're gonna ally with them, do the Russia thing, and then turn around and stab them in the back. I mean, Russia, World War II. Clarification. Back
So
in the
Soviet Union for the best clarification there.
Joseph Stalin.
Andromeda, after our conversation, if you were given the resources for the East and the West, you're really willing to do that?
No, but I'm stuck between.
Yeah, make weapons for us or make weapons for the North. No.
There are other options that involve us not doing that. They just involve either the Lich King or the North or something else. But I don't want to put you in an uncomfortable position.
It's a bit late for that.
Okay, well, I'm trying here.
So I honestly don't know Kyle Driver would want to do as a character, and that's bothering me.
But above board, just pausing for a moment,
Mm-hmm.
what does each player actually want to do? Like, legit. Just like...
Not be stuck in a trolley problem anymore.
I think the North is a dick, but I also think the South is less of a dick. But I also don't like either of them. So
I don't like either the North or the South. I kind of
Can we just coup the South and pick both?
I'm honestly
what? Would you say?
To which?
Honestly, team both the North and South get cooed. We just take over all.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, and it's the question of which order. Do we go with go with killing the South or the North first?
The problem
I say we say bad. Go. It's like say to the king of the North, just like we don't like you because you're stupid. Then we go work with you to get the avatar of whatever the heck. Get rid of the avatar. Plans are now fixed, and then we kill you in Kisses Village.
Well, I think what would be actually interesting, just as a because teleport is a thing. As like the above board, my thinking is small strike team goes and just commits regicide.
personally don't like the regicide option because it hurts our reputation, and once the king is dead, one of his ministers is just going to take his place and then fight back with us in full force. I think we need to win in a more social way. I propose this. We start a continent, we start a country in the Scarred Lance with Lokar or someone as the head of it. Yeah, okay, maybe someone else.
Wait, no. Who's the dude?
Alive.
Yeah.
Right. I'd be cool with Elias running the Scarred Lands. We say it's its own country. Practically.
Question: if Bob Saget were alive, would you have made Bob
No.
Saget
No.
ruler?
No.
No, if it was Connor, baby.
Maybe. Come
How
on.
about
Making
this?
the minister of travel.
What if we send a memo
I'm
out?
not putting. Sorry. Go ahead.
What if we send a memo out to the people of the North that the ministers of the North can declare themselves a part of the central country and present ourselves as kind, gracious, benevolent people who just want the war to end? And maybe we can convince enough people using our good reputation to calm down and join our side that we basically coup the South and North simultaneously.
What this is hilarious. That was essential because a couple of years ago I was essentially proposing making
Yes, you
Rumble. This is exactly what I was suggesting.
But we didn't want to go the conquest route because it required so much nation building at the time.
But this,
And I had literally just done a campaign with my family that required nation building, and it was not that fun. It was kind of boring.
Let's see. Are we all in agreement, though, that both the North and South are probably equally bad?
Yeah.
We shouldn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a matter of which order.
We
Because
can't.
if we give the North Andromeda and then take care of the South, the North is just going to be the new South, but cold.
Honestly, yes.
That's
So
it.
both of them are terrible.
So you know what? Now that we're actually discussing this out of character as opposed to in character, I'm more involved. So yay, good. More involved.
We marry into northern.
I vote all the characters.
So
What?
I don't know. I missed that. So no.
we're not doing that.
Something about Alba and Chartreuse, so I assume it requires a romance between them, the quote-unquote romance.
Please.
Not to mention with Chartreuse of all people.
Okay, guys.
I mean,
So, okay.
as long as you keep his mouth shut.
I think we've all made a decision, though, that we're not giving the King of the North anything.
So what happens at the meeting tomorrow?
We can just give him the promise of the thing,
No.
and then just not give it to him afterwards.
We could give him the option to concede.
Fucking play hardball.
Yes. I suck.
Andromeda, wouldn't it be so nice to go tell your king to go fuck himself? I'm not bringing you. We're not bringing you. But you can bring a letter. I'll give a letter to him.
Voice recording.
App response.
If that exists.
Oh, you can use one of your artificer infusions to infuse a rock and say go fuck yourself.
Sending stone.
Sending stone. That also is a great option.
Or just a rock that constantly says go fuck yourself would be great.
But I propose today we actually get something done. Do you guys want to make a country?
Ah, fuck it.
It wouldn't be the craziest thing we've done considering we've met gods.
I haven't wrote in my journal long enough, so yeah, fuck it, why not?
Alright, who wants to get Alliance? Who wants to get the East and Western diplomats and Lokar, and let's make this shit official.
Fucking Elias gonna try and kill us for
And
making a
Andromeda, we're gonna try and do this without the need of your technology, if possible. There are a lot of different
Unlikely,
resources.
but so eventually, I'm assuming you guys grab Lokar and Elias.
And have at least sending stones to the Eastern.
Lokar has access to get in touch with them first.
Yes. That,
Alive brings up the merit of this being a possibility. Well, technically, to be considered a country, the bare minimum is to be acknowledged by another country.
well, it's too.
Exactly. So you would hold claim there. As for infrastructure, there are trade routes in and out of Drumbin, and expansion is possible if enough people know about it.
Plus, you have the Hidden Claw City, and a few others.
It was in the east though, right? Or am I crazy?
It's on the border.
Hidden Claws on the border, yep.
Oh.
But they aren't exactly a part of us, and it would take a while to... The other problem is we don't have any...
Sometimes typing is better to get your
We don't
voice
have
across
the
this group,
most
by the way.
powerful military
Yeah, I
force.
know.
We have the guild hall.
We have the guild hall, but that's not a military force. That is a group of adventurers that definitely does benefit us. By virtue, it would probably start out as a bit of a protectorate of the other two countries, but beyond that, it could grow.
I am above board. I'm just going to say this, and I can say it in character as well if you think this fits. I'm a diplomat of the East, so and given plenary powers as such, wouldn't just by me and Mason, we're both diplomats for our country, saying we recognize you as a legitimate government.
In a normal case, yes, but in a normal case, yes, if it were anyone else establishing it. But because you yourself are a part of the establishment of this, there could be some question of ethics, not to mention having the acknowledgement of the current monarchs is a much stronger claim. Not to say that your claim isn't strong, one just holds less risk.
Fair. I understand what you're saying.
Might as well call her queen anyway, though, to say hi because she's in the area. So, you know.
What are you two doing?
All right, let's found a country.
I still want to talk about the portal though.
The northern king.
Like we're gonna talk to him.
No, that's a terrible idea.
But listen.
Because then he's gonna
We go
conquer us even
and
harder.
we talk to him, and we'd be
He
like,
needs to think the north is the Scarlands is a piece of shit, so he doesn't immediately attack us for resources. We need to look strong,
right,
but
we can be like, I can play that whole game where I like really kind of just sprinkle out information.
No.
And see if
Information
he
is
knows.
power.
I know. And that's the thing. That's why we can maybe utilize it because we talk to him and we'd be like, hey, we still want you to ally with us against the South. And
We don't though. We don't care.
But what if we could? What if we still can get their military?
We agree that they suck.
But do we not want it at all?
Say no. They can go fuck themselves.
Will I?
Surrender to us, or we win the hearts of the people.
Will this new potential country grant me funding to conduct my research?
Probably.
I'm in.
As best as we can, yes.
I'm in.
You might want to get your friend out of
Yeah,
the north.
exactly. That is also a good point. I need a way to get him out there so he can join me in Scotland too for research.
Or to your city
We could-
first,
we
grab Sebas, and then take him with us to the appointment with the king, and then take him back with us. If that
He
makes
might,
sense.
In a
he
teleport.
might see this as a kidnapping, so we have to be careful.
Well, we can have a basket of fruit. That usually helps with kidnappings.
Yeah,
He
charcuterie
does
boards have
particularly
shown
like
a
pineapple.
very good precedent in this campaign.
Pineapple is a good fruit.
We need an unmarked chariot, and we need a bag of candy to get sex.
He likes
And we need
pineapple.
we need to dress this chariot up like a Trojan rabbit.
Maybe we offer them to say, hey, there's a puppy in our chariot, and you can come and pet it.
Regardless, though, Andromeda, you should probably stay in Drumbin to help oversee the infrastructure of the new country. You should not-
Just
Oh yeah, how much funding is needed? I can offer what I have.
I also need to keep working on the magic items you requested.
So,
could we petition could we petition the East and the Western kingdoms to lend military, like a small military
Yes, likely.
force?
However, that's going to be very risky. We could be seen as a protectorate, but we don't want occupation at the moment because that's going to scare the people of Drummond.
It's just like the pig war. Sorry, I saw a video.
Would me being staying behind and helping out rapidly forming something of a militia force be beneficial, or would you prefer I join you in the north?
I think you should do. I think either way would be appreciated. I think it's just more what you vibe with more at the current moment.
Well, the reason I ask is because if this is going to be a country, I agree there needs to be a standing military force, and the Scarred Lands, specifically Drumbin, is not well equipped, let's say. There's no fortifications as such. There's no. Yes, there are what, 3 dragons now in this city.
I think so. Above board, Ethan.
That's not. I'm trying to have Pile Driver actually participate in this conversation as opposed to me just sitting here. Lokar is
Silver Dragon, Black Dragon, Drakmir.
and Drakmir, so 4.
7 technically if you include the children.
Children are not to be involved in fighting.
You say that, but Drakmir.
Drakmir has me to protect him as much as I can.
The only issue I have with you staying to help the military for one day is that's going to be an entire process, Pile Driver. And if shit goes south in the throne room, we need you. It's so stupid.
Okay. Oh, we're going south. We're going south then, or do you?
North and south. Noah mixed up the directions in his head.
We're going to.
He was thinking west.
True. I was thinking west. You are right.
So, I guess we actually reached a consensus on this.
Okay, so above board, if we're doing nation building, what going the nation building route? What would Pile Driver's role? What?
I'm wondering how detailed are we going to go into this nation?
Very minimally.
Yeah, because we have.
Okay, thank God.
What role do we all want to play?
You guys are not really making much of a role, more as you guys are being advisors. You guys are probably going to be in an advisorial role more than anything.
Actual role would be in the epilogue if we survive.
Yes.
Pretty
much.
Okay.
Please do not make me in charge of your finance.
You would help with military stuff, though, and honestly,
Caitlin, think of being having access
And
to
I am
all
missing whatever.
You don't want that because Helena's chaotic.
That's the
Oh no! Caitlin's gonna embezzle funds.
never mind.
No,
Okay.
I want Zil in charge of crime and justice.
No, I
No,
won't.
I
I will just make it seem like we don't
That
have
would
as
be
much as you think
hilarious.
there is. It's not that I'm going to take it.
Look,
Let me be clear.
Steve can finally get his job as prison warden.
Steve will be the head.
I will
Steve
just
will be the
make
prison
it.
warden of Drumbin.
You're kind of good at torture.
He can be the executioner too if he
Zil
wants
will be
to
like,
be.
okay.
He will.
Zil will be the funny drugs are allowed. The other drugs, no.
Okay.
But I don't think I would if it was because I would just lie.
You are only allowed to smoke.
But I wouldn't take.
in public.
You're only allowed
Lying
to
is
smoke
fun.
weed at exactly 4:20 p.m. or a.m. every day.
So real quick, guys.
It's not. You're not allowed to. It's required. It's mandatory.
So if we're gonna form an entire nation,
Which one?
Wait, which way to which way?
It doesn't matter.
if we're gonna form an entire nation, can we all make an agreement of like fealty to the new nation? Or I guess some people from the east and west can stay allied to their respective countries, but
Nope, I'm in.
That was fast.
That was fast.
Well,
If
to
we-
be fair, based on my backstory that nobody's ever really inquired about.
I read.
I never really had any ties to the Western nation outside of being descended from royalty, but I left at like the age of 6.
My loyalty is to my research.
And
Now, quick question. Could we could the East grant dual citizenship? essentially.
God, no, I'm not getting
That's
that.
gonna be
Please don't go into
okay.
that much detail.
Okay,
Not
I
yet.
am not
ask is
fucking. So first off,
Can we leave
First
that
off,
for epilogue?
dual citizenship really causes problems with research grants. But
I'm talking specifically because of pile driver.
Right now, you're currently in military service for the East. Maybe in the future. That's in the epilogue, brother.
that is an epilogue question.
Please,
The-
epilogue.
Look,
My
Ethan,
Please.
Ethan, you're my friend. What? Ethan, you're my friend. Please just take it as the details will be hammered out in epilogue.
Yeah.
Right now, it's a
Okay,
fucking
fine.
space.
I just like going into details.
I understand. No one else really wants to at the moment.
Unfortunately, that's going to add an entire year to this campaign if we go into
Then we
details.
do not have
I am
time.
being serious. It is at least a year to go into micromanaging.
Can we call over the East and Western people to officially declare a country?
That will probably happen off screen.
Well, I assume we would do it though before we meet.
Yes, actually.
Yes.
So by the time you guys leave to the north, you guys have a signed document confirming the existence of a new country, name to be determined. What?
Name to be determined.
Well, so basically, it's a document declaring the existence of a new country with the capital city being Drummond. It does not determine the name of the country, but it determines the capital city to be Drummond.
And the head to be alive?
Head is Eliath.
Eliath's gonna fucking.
Lokar is serving as an advisory role,
Okay, I'll allow that.
as sort of a vice chair.
Vice President. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Prime Minister, the Prime Minister to quote unquote king, if you will, I guess.
More or less. It is not a monarchy. The type of government hasn't been hammered out.
We'll figure it out. For now, though, we're going to
Theocracy.
Okay, wait. So before we go to the north, there's a proposition. All of us don't need to be there with the king, and once he figures out that what we are doing, yes, he's going to go. Basically, what I'm saying is, can I get a splinter team to get my friend out of there?
I thought we were going to do that before.
I thought we were going to meet up with him. We were going to go meet the king, and then that group is going to teleport out.
We don't all need to be there. So the portion
No. It is essentially Zil, Alva, Sebas.
8 people.
You maybe if you need to convince him.
Guys, we
Yeah,
should
I'll
probably-
need to go.
Essentially, we need to bring only enough people that we can teleport them out in one go.
Okay.
That's not really an option
And
if you want to bring
potentially
everyone.
the counter spell.
Yeah.
I can
so
counter
if-
spell.
We could give somebody another counterspell. Or wait,
Is there any type of warding spell that prevents teleportation?
He does, but he's about to be very busy.
Can we just bring him for this so that way he can teleport the other half of the party out?
No.
we can hide teleport into magic items so that we can all use
Does does Andromeda happen to have like teleportation stones that could toss at the ground and cast teleport?
No, those aren't a magic item that exists.
Okay, well, let's at least minimize the risk of the number of people that would get captured and stay behind. So I vote that the children stay behind.
Yes.
Don't
Seconded.
think Brockmer speaking up, I don't think I should stay behind.
I actually kind of agree with that.
I feel like
In that case, though, Alva.
I mean, if you really want me to,
No.
I guess I will, but
Alva,
Silver outright refuses to stay behind.
Alva, make me a promise. If things go, but
south.
Yes. Save the children first.
I'm not
Agreed.
going to speak on behalf of Alva, but I assume he would probably agree with that. You'll have to restate that next time when Mason's here.
Alright, well,
Do I have any spells? Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
look at
Helena
that.
looking at her spell list.
I think we've all made a decision.
I don't have any spells that can help besides counter spell. I have several uses of it, but like I can only.
Does
think
anybody
of
have
one.
teleportation scrolls?
Do not. No.
Spell into it and give it to somebody else.
Who are you giving it to?
I don't know, just literally anybody who doesn't already have counterspell.
I don't
Silver
have-
doesn't.
I'll give it to Lily.
Me, but I can't. I don't think I can cast it.
I have to spell magic.
It's a ring of spellstorm, which it requires attunement.
It's like 5.
You have an open slot.
I do have it. I have attunements 4 and 5, so I have a 6.
Okay.
Um,
Are you going to be attuning anything else in its place?
I will. Actually, I wasn't even attuned to it. I wasn't attuned to it in the first place.
Okay, then never mind. You don't have the slots.
Yeah.
let me look at my spells.
Now then,
Wait, I'm gonna look at my spells.
Fucking magic items do I have again?
we're going to be wrapping up here in a moment
Oh, okay.
because it's 9:27. You guys have accomplished what I need you to accomplish today.
Making a decision which took us 3 hours.
Yes.
So just above.
Hey guys, horse logistics are pretty much over.
So above board, we're just gonna
Oh,
offer.
help me
say-
God, if you
God,
make
if you make
horse
two horse
logistics again, I will quit.
That is entirely up to you guys.
So basically, offer nothing, join if you want. We're making our own nation.
It's not even join if you want. It's we're giving you the option to surrender.
Or at least a
Do
choice.
you want to give away a declaration of war this soon after making the nation?
It's not.
It's a base thing. It's pretty fucking base to just so like, hey, we're a nation. Also, we declare war.
Okay.
Also, we have allies.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the North.
Like, imagine that. Like, hey, we're a nation.
No, we're
Hey,
gonna
we have allies.
verbally declare war on them.
Above board, guys. Above board. If FAR, which I think we should legitimately look into this. If FAR comes back and we just convince her to, she could probably get the what's remnant of the Fanoli clan on y'all's side, along with
Do it.
Tabaxi,
Do it.
along with
Chartreuse. No, wait, no. His
the
uncle's
the vampires, the Feywild, and the warlocks from my place. I think we could do.
I thought the Feywild and Azeroth right now.
Oh,
We could do the migrating rangers. Oh, no, wait, that's not a story element.
that would be super strong.
That's a campaign. The odds of you getting all 5, slim to none. Good luck.
We can do it in 50 days. No, we can't.
We can do it in one. Just one.
It's basically going to be your entire thing if you're going.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I felt really shitty about making this decision going into it. I actually felt pretty good about the results. Granted, I don't know.
Cool. Ready to feel really bad next time? Now it's my job to make you regret all of your decisions.
Please.
Actions.
Does that mean my character will die?
It's like you told Zill. So, as you guys
More of
are,
a quarrel.
obviously tell me what you guys change after the fact. What? As you guys teleport, presumably everyone, to take care of. So
We're grabbing some.
yeah, you guys grab Sebas along the way. Sebas is coming with you guys to the throne room? Question mark.
We kind of have to because of the spell slots.
Got it.
Teleport. Also, Andromeda would not go.
Andromeda does not go.
And
That
neither
is,
does Blue.
if Andromeda's not going, neither is Blue. But it's your call if Andromeda and Blue are going. Okay.
Not
making
that risk.
I would talk with her about it, but I would let her know there's a really significant risk that people could potentially be kidnapped or left behind, and I would advise her against it.
Okay. Before you go, Lily, Andromeda gives you something.
Oh.
She gives you a tiny crystal and says, hold on to it.
What color is it? Please say green.
It's purple crystal.
Oh,
I approve of purple.
She does not say what it does.
Ace Winded?
Alright, let's see. Purple crystal D&D 5e.
This is an item I'm making up. You're not going to find it.
I don't know, if we extrapolate all over data and cross-reference with everything that exists currently.
Andromeda and blue, like the
Yes, you can.
So
All right.
purple is
So, as you guys are about to go, As dawn erupts on the 50th day.
It blows up?
As dawn erupts on the 50th
Explosive
day.
dawns.
A wave of magic emerges coming from the south. This isn't anything new inherently, and that's a bit concerning in and of itself. But the feeling to wash over you feels different. Almost as if you're weighed down. You feel a firmer connection to the earth around you. As if every piece of fiber within your clothes is scratching against you. Every piece of the ground you touch, you feel. You're not quite sure what just happened, but something has changed. You don't really have much time to think about it, as you guys are gazing northward towards the mountain, as you guys are looking northward, getting ready to teleport. And immediately, as that wave passes over you, it resonates with something on the mountain. All of a sudden, huh?
He blew up the portal so you couldn't do the Zill idea of spreading the idea of entropy.
Could you let me talk, please?
No. I mean, what?
All of a sudden, beams of light that a couple of you might have seen before start emerging from the mountain. When you guys saw them in the past, they were very translucent, very faded. They are bright and visible. And they're swirling up into the sky, cascading out over Nerving. Everyone can see something's going on. There are now two sources of large magic emanating over the course of Nerving. Just when you start to think that this is all over, the air around you starts to ripple. And clouds start emerging over the central mountain. You try and look through, and you can't even see the sun through it. It just looks gray, dark. Can't make anything out from it. But you feel wind coming from the mountain. Heavy, heavy wind. Mason, although takes a moment, refocuses himself. All right, let's go. And you guys teleport to Sebas's workshop. Sebas. Immediately, you guys see people all looking southward, and all looking southward, towards where a second pillar of light has erupted. So now, not only does everyone have concerns on what's going on down in the kingdom of decay, but something's going on in the stars. No one is sure what it is. We'll end that session here today. Next time, on the War of Dragons, the confrontation with Odin Mage's Blood. We'll see you guys next week.
My knee hurts.
Imagine just going about your day normally, and a group of like 6 to 7 people pop in out of nowhere and go, you're coming with us, pack your bags.